Hello and welcome to the Chef United Way YouTube channel. As you might have seen, we've had a little bit of a rebrand, and I'm not just going to tell you all about it. It's not fair. It's not just mine to tell. I'll bring in Mr. Hal Stewart. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Only right that you bring me in. I've had the most to do with it. It's largely been my work, and I've got to say it looks good. You know, the thing in the corner there.
Yeah. The intro, yeah. You've been part of most of it. I think actually nobody's done anything else.
Well, no, it's fair to say no one's done more than me.
I think everybody's done more than you.
Yeah. This is a bit of an inside joke. I've had absolutely nothing to do with it, and I'm in a different room today as part of the rebrand where you can hardly see my face, which I think is a bonus.
No, I think it's good. Mine's too busy. Yours is perfect right now.
All right, fair enough.
So let's just talk about it a little bit before we get into the game. So the rebrand, we've had everything done. We're going to have new banners. I don't think we've changed them as of yet. We wanted this to kind of be the showcase. So we've got new banners, new YouTube banner, new Twitter banner. We're going to have new Facebook banner, new profile pictures, new intro. We haven't got a new outro, actually, have we? Didn't think about that. We'll probably do the same thing again. We'll use the intro as the outro, I would have thought, because it's lovely. It's lovely, short and sweet, and done by
Johnny at Shoreham View.
I dropped you in there. I didn't realise that you.
I was typing something away.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, Johnny from Shoreham View has sorted it for us. What an absolute legend! They're so good as well. We've got a few to go with. So if you're on, Johnny, thank you very much. We really, really appreciate it. Absolute legend. Shall we talk about the game, Hal?
Yeah, I just want to let people know, best thing to do, we do like supporting the club. If you buy the game, we will be your alternative commentary. I've lived in Gibraltar. I know about Europa Point. I'm not saying whoever's going to be commentating on that game won't, but they probably won't. So if you go to the official website, pay your £5, watch the game, mute it, and then we will be alongside it. How's that? Fair, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely fair, mate. You don't have to pay anything for us. We are free. All we ask that you subscribe, like, and comment every now and then. Have a bit of a chat with us. It costs nothing. We're your mates down the pub, aren't we, Hal? We're just going to have a chat in your ear.
Yeah, if I actually could just say, if England win Euro 2020, I'm going to make a solemn promise to you that I will have a very special drink of a non-alcoholic beer, and I plan to paint the town beige.
Woo. You smashed that, mate. And on the flip side of that, I'm going to get absolutely rat-arsed and have to go into work.
Mate, you are going to be having beerial, aren't you? You're going to start the day with a cereal full of beer, and you're just going to, by the time 8 p.m. rolls around, you're going to have no idea who's playing in what colour.
Absolutely. I love it. It's going to be a long day. We've got barbecue on the go. It's going to be, hopefully, it's going to be sunny. Do we know? I've not looked at the weather. Is it going to be sunny tomorrow? It's sunny at the moment anyway, so that's good enough for me. Can I just quickly, I want to point something out, Hal. Andy SUFC has put it as I can't speak, is commenting on not Twitter, Twitch. We're going to have to get used to this because we are live on Twitch today. Not a very good advertisement, me stumbling over my words on the first Twitch stream. But we are on Twitch today. I've got no idea how many people are in the Twitch chat. So let us know, Andy SUFC, if you could. We're seeing how it goes, really. We can only stream on 3 platforms, which are YouTube, Facebook, and it was Twitter.
No one watches on Twitter.
You can't really interact that well on Twitter, I don't think.
Also, if you are watching on Twitch for the first time, we're normally better than this. We're in early season form. We're not quite yet into our stride.
I know you can tell by your hair, mate.
It's the light in here. It's not doing me any favours. Wait till it gets dark. It'll look fantastic.
Mine looks like USA Roberts at the moment. Look at that beast. Do you know if I took these headphones off, though, they would just go... Boof. So it probably look like yours if I didn't have the headphones on. Maybe you need some headphones.
The beard's looking fantastic. If the lighting was better in here, I think women watching would instantly become pregnant. But it is not doing me any favours with being quite just all over mixed contrast. And I've got nothing behind me. I've normally got loads of my shirts. This is only going to be for this game.
No, exactly. And loads of people are saying that we're going to absolutely hammer Euro point. But the thing is, mate, Europa point, sorry. The thing is, before this friendly was announced, I didn't know they were. I'm going to be honest, I didn't know they were. And I've just looked at a few of their fixtures and or their results, and they've got beaten quite heavily in many, many games. So if we don't beat them quite handsomely today, is it a worry for the season?
No, we'll play probably two completely different sides, first half and second half. Europa Point, they were formed only as recently as 2014, which is about the time Bobby in the background was born. They are known as a stepping stone club. By the way, Bobby in the background, should we bring him in? Because he's actually wearing a special shirt today. Bobby, do you want to show it off? Yeah.
Hey.
Show us the badge, Bobby.
I've got Gibraltar shirt on.
Of course he has.
I thought it was Leighton Orient.
Nah,
representing
Gibraltar.
the Rock. I absolutely love it.
I also lived there as well as Hal. So yeah.
Not at the same time, not in the same house. Although I smell a sitcom. If that ever happens.
Good idea.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll talk about that off air. Bobby, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Bobby's going to be doing everything graphic-wise for us. I'm not going to remove you, Bobby, because I like you too much. So if you want to stay, you can. But I'll just give you some facts about it. So they currently play in the Gibraltar National League. Bobby, you'll remember that.
Right, Bobby.
You'll remember,
that
Bobby.
Was a bit awkward, that.
There used to be two. There used to be two leagues, the first and the second. They've formed it into one national league now. So they're technically in the top tier, and it's a good thing they have made it into one league. Otherwise, they would be in the second division because they were terrible last season. The club has this idea of hosting trials specifically aimed at bringing in youth team players that have been released by professional sides. You've got to respect that. Getting kids back into football. I really like that, and it's done well. Before their maiden season, the club also announced a partnership with Chesterfield. So they do have those roots, those Derbyshire/Yorkshire roots. I mean, really Derbyshire, where the English side has the kind of initially the first option on any good Europa Point player, but that hasn't really come to fruition. They normally play at the Victoria Stadium, which I know, Nick, you're a big fan of that stadium.
I can't believe they didn't play this at the Victoria Stadium. So I'm livid. I am livid.
I can see the disappointment.
I've been there multiple times. Probably
you haven't. I actually have. I saw Callum Robinson play there, David McGoldrick, Enda Stevens. I saw John Egan on the bench there when, of course, the Republic of Ireland played against Gibraltar, which John Egan spoke about in his pre-game presser. After missing out on promotion in their first season, Europa Point were crowned champions the following season of the Gibraltar second division. They finished runners-up in the league in 2019-20 in the top division. Now, Europa Point were previously managed by Ian Hendon, formerly from Sheffield Wednesday. So I'm trying to think of any kind of connection at all to Sheffield. That's one of the ones I found. I did find one more, but I'll give you this. On the 21st of November 2020, a red card for Europa Point meant that they were under the quota of Gibraltarian players on the field, which you have to have in each game. And they took too long to make a substitution to get a Gibraltarian on, so they lost the game by forfeit 3-0 to Glassis United. That's never happened in any other league. It's crazy. Glassis United are named after Glassis Road, which is a road in Gibraltar. A week later, FC Boca Gibraltar.
What is this league? What are you,
right?
Are you making this all up?
No. FC Boca Gibraltar did the same thing against Europa Point, and Europa Point were then awarded a 3-0 win in that game. Absolute scenes. My favourite, as Sam Matterface would say, my favourite team name in the Gibraltar League is Bruno's Magpies, because anyone who's been to Gibraltar will know Bruno's Bar sponsor Bruno's Magpies, and it's quite weird having met Bruno going to the bar and meeting the team that he sponsors. It all is it's a bit small time. I'm not going to deny it. Ex-Aston Villa star Julian Joachim came out of retirement when I was in Gibraltar at the age of 44 to play for Europa Point. And I'd seen him play for Darlington when I lived there. And then he actually never made an appearance for Europa Point, but it made the press. Steve Cummings, the Europa Point manager, was sacked the same week that Chris Wilder resigned as Sheffield United manager. That's really me reaching, but that's one connection I was able to find. So that would, of course, be March.
I've got one.
Yep.
Danny Higginbottom?
Former Blade Danny Hickinbottom, a Gibraltar international, played 3 games in 2013-14, including one whilst he was officially a Blade. So you're right, he's the only Gibraltarian to ever play for Sheffield United. Good knowledge, Nick.
Yes, thank you very much. Was he born in Gibraltar, or was he just had a long lost auntie's uncle?
Yeah, it's a long-lost auntie's uncle. In 2021, that's this year, Europa Point lost all 8 of their Gibraltar National League playoff games, scoring 2. They conceded 35, and it didn't get any better. In the first round of the Cup, the Rock Cup, they suffered a 10-0 defeat.
Dwayne Johnson's Cup?
In the Dwayne Johnson's Cup, yeah. They suffered a 10-0 defeat. So really, Sheffield United should beat Europa Point, having seen them myself, very comfortably, even with a second string.
By the way, Daniel Jog Higginbottom was born in Manchester, so definitely auntie's uncle.
Yeah. By the way, Tranmere won. Rangers 0 today. The Lundstrom curse is real. And Nick, I just want to say, after comments that you had to deal with when you kindly agreed to go on a Rangers YouTube channel, I am absolutely delighted that Rangers got beaten today.
Me too, mate. Do you know what? The host of the show, I really like him, and I do feel a bit sorry because I messaged him privately and not had a go at him, but I was like, what is going on here? And he's a very, very nice bloke. I just didn't agree with some of the people that were on his show. But it was, for me, the reason why I was so annoyed, it was massively disrespectful because I tried to look at it from every point. I could have gone in there and just slaughtered John Lundstrom, which I wanted to. But I tried to look at it from all different points of view, and I tried to give him my honest opinion as well as kind of how well he played the season before, at the start of the season before. I tried to do it how we did it on our video, and it was just like, no, he's talking rubbish. No, Downing Tools in the thing. No, and it was like, did you watch him last season, or did I watch him all last season?
Exactly.
So it really, really annoyed me, and I very nearly tweeted about it. But then I didn't want to send.
Don't give them the time of day.
No, that's why I didn't, and I didn't want people to go over there and give him a load of crap about it because the bloke that I spoke to in the first place was a really, really nice guy, and he tried to back me up, even though the rest of them just wanted to lay into me.
Should we go through the team? We've got it running down the banner at the bottom. So it is League One Wes in goal.
Where's Ramsdale? Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
He's a bit like John Fleck, isn't he?
Yeah, John Fleck. Choose his family over Sheffield United. Not good enough.
Yeah. Oh, thanks to all those people on Twitter who ruined the recent video we did by revealing all the things we were going to disclose on that. Names have been taken. Basham, Egan, Robinson, Bogle, Norrington, Davis. So that's your kind of 5 at the back. I mean, it's really a 3. Then, of course, we've got in the middle. I'm trying to work this out because there's 3 strikers.
Well, it's McGoldrick in the hole, isn't it?
All right,
That's
so
what
we've got Norwood and Osborne in the midfield with McGoldrick just behind Moose and Bruce. Moose and Bruce. I like that. I like that a lot. Moose, come on. He's got to be scoring some goals. This is surely going to give him that confidence. Can I just... Catching a stream from the States. That's brilliant. I love hearing that. And also, can we thank Brino? Ramsdale's with the England team, Nick.
Oh, how did I forget that? He's there. Ramsdale is behind Gareth Southgate. He's there.
He's there. So excited.
Yeah, I was only joking earlier, guys. I was only joking. I'm not that daft.
I think one thing I like most about the jokes we do on this on this stream is you have to explain them 5 minutes later. Which shows that we're either not funny or no, I'm not going to say the last bit. I will just say one thing today. Just keep an eye out for the Europa Point goalkeeper, Jake Victor. He is actually good.
I think he is. He's one of the best Gibraltar goalkeepers I've ever seen.
Gibraltarian.
Oh, shut up, man.
Do you want me to... Actually, I'm not going to do that. I've got too many friends still in Gib. But I did, when I was there, start to affect a Gibraltarian accent because it helped me. If you... Anyone who's been to Gibraltar will know, if you are Gibraltarian or if you are related to someone of power there, their life is just so much easier. than if you appear to be a tourist.
Oh, I see. Right, okay. Wait a second. I don't want to sound really stupid here, so I'm thinking whether I should say this or not. So Gibraltar.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Do they speak English?
Yeah, they speak a thing called Juanito, which is it's like a Spanglish if you were joking.
Well, that sounds very English. That they speak English. Yeah, they do. They speak Juanito.
No, they'll sort of say things like, "Sí, no lo sé, I don't know, maybe, okay." You know, and you get enough words in the sentence to understand what they're saying. You don't need to know what all of it is because some of it will be Spanish, and they don't even realize they're drifting into Spanish because they're all bilingual, I should say. But they're so proud to be British in Gibraltar. I would say in many cases more than some Brits I know. You've got your red post boxes, you've got your phone boxes that are the same. You know, the Queen is hugely popular there. Don't get me started on Brexit and their thoughts there. Gibraltar is, for me, it's Britain in the Med. It's like little England in the sun, where it very rarely rains, and everyone's happy. And the best thing about it, Nick, there's like no crime. I was able to walk around.
I don't know, but I like a bit of crime sometimes, Hal.
I know you like a bit of crime, but you're normally the one causing it. But I was able to walk around like 11 o'clock at night, midnight. I never had a care at all that I was going to get jumped, mugged, or anything like that. You could walk around with your phone just like that. No one's ever going to bother you or stop you. There is just no crime. Some of the police actually play for the Gibraltar national team.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Super Lee Casciaro, he does. He's the guy who scored against Scotland for Gibraltar, and he's one of the police officers.
Right, okay. Cool. Does any of the Europa teams players play for Gibraltar?
None that I was able to see from the squads. This is not a good squad. The players that play for the national team that play in the league are from Lincoln Red Imps, more than anyone else.
Yeah, I thought so.
More than anyone else. They're the best team, as they once famously beat Celtic in a European knockout game. The other sort of good teams, Lions of Gibraltar aren't bad. Mons Calpe sometimes, St. Joseph's, Glasses United, who I mentioned.
Yeah, they just sound crazy names. I love it. I absolutely love it. I honestly thought that Gibraltarians spoke Spanish, so I'm glad I wasn't totally stupid.
You speak Spanish and English.
Yeah, that's fine. We're Spanglish, but we're good with that.
Yeah.
I'm loving to see so many people comment on Twitch. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming, because somebody did mention earlier, I was going to bring it up, but we were in the middle of something. They did say, "Oh, why have you changed over from YouTube to Twitch?" We haven't. We are a YouTube channel that's trying to kind of reach out to other platforms to try and spread the word, spread the good word.
Yeah.
So
we're playing the same formation. I think it's worth mentioning, Nick, that the Blades are going to be playing the same formation. It's already rooted throughout the club, right through to the youth setup. One of the things when Jukanovic was interviewed that you and I understand from some of our contacts is that the job was given on the understanding that formation would continue with the option to change if needed. But ideally, that is the formation.
Exactly. Have we got the bench? Do we know who's going to be on the bench?
Everyone's going to be an entirely different side.
Yeah, so I don't know who we're missing. Okay, who we're missing other than Ramazan Fleck, who should never play for the club ever again.
Well, we went through on our most recent video of kind of everything that's been going on this season, the entire squad that's travelled to Malaga. It's worth pointing out that's where this game is. So we could probably try and do it by deduction, couldn't we?
Yeah, we'll wait until it starts, shall we? We'll wait until it starts. Someone's saying that Twitch is better than YouTube. There you go. Not from us. So we're going to carry on streaming on Twitch rather than Twitter, because no one watches on Twitter, do they? Hal? Nobody watches.
No one really. Yeah, if you did watch on Twitter, well, you're not watching this now, are you? So I was going to say I'm sorry, but you'd just be missing out. But yeah, I mean, some of the players that aren't. The whole squad we know is, you got all your Bs, Baldock, Bash, Bogle, Brewster, Broadbent, Brunt, Burke. That's enough for a squad all there. The other goalkeeper is JT.
What about Marcus Bent? Is Marcus Bent gone?
Marcus Bent's not part of it. Verips is there as well. So, we might see Verips, we might see Eastwood second half. It'll probably be one of those two.
I would have liked to have seen Verips rather than Ligue 1 Wes, in all honesty.
Me too. I think Verips, from what we're hearing about his FCM and performances last season in the Eredivisie, sounds like he was really good, saved their season, good keeper from all accounts.
Al, do you want to take this one?
Why Jebo no start over Mousse?
Yeah.
It's a great question. I think if anyone needs to prove their fitness, it is Moose. And we know Jebo, young lad, hasn't been doing any international stuff over the break. He'll be fit as a fiddle, and we know that already. And it's about getting the miles in your legs in pre-season. It's not actually about the performances or the results. So that's probably why Moose, if anyone, has to prove himself to the new manager.
There you go. And what about this one?
United's Twitter has Moose as sole attacker with Brewster and McGoldrick as wingers. Well, that sounds like absolute nonsense. You remember that's the same United Twitter that had a 4-4-2 against Chelsea in the Cup when we stuck with a 3-5-2. So I would say take that with a pinch of sal.
Yeah, that definitely had Bobby scrambling to change the formation, didn't it, on the Twitter graphic, which he was Bobby not very happy about.
Still wears a black armband for that day. It was one of the worst days of his life to scramble around and change that.
Oh, but I'm really excited for this, mate. We've got 9 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go, just changed. Really excited to see the boys in action. It might be an easy one, but we want to see them. I just want to see the boys play football. Like,
exactly.
I wasn't saying this last season, granted, but under Jukanovic, really, really excited. You already heard in Freeman and in John Egan's interviews, they've both said that the style of football has drastically changed. So, like to see it. Just hope that I would have liked Jukanovic to have started a few weeks before and given him a little bit more time to get it all together. That was out of
his hands. He still had his deal. By the way, Richard Day, shouts to you. I'll be in Gibraltar just when you leave, mate. And I was thinking, absolutely gutted. I'm just about to miss a game in Gib. It's Gib, no? But you're there and you're thinking, great, the Blades are going to be playing on the Rock and it's in Malaga behind closed doors. I completely understand your frustration, but hopefully we will do our best to alleviate that frustration. Do let us know your thoughts, and also the main thing, where you are in the world.
Exactly. I'd like to find out if we've got many kind of Gibraltarians in the comments. I'm going to keep using that word, Hal. Going to keep using.
There's a team in Gibraltar. They've had to change their name now that were called Manchester United FC.
Yeah. When I was looking at their results, I saw a Manchester team. And
they now have changed their name. They actually got permission from Sir Alex Ferguson to call themselves Manchester United FC, and there is a plaque in Gibraltar which has the Manchester United Gibraltarian supporters branch saying that Alex Ferguson gave them permission. There are supporters branches of all your big six and bizarrely Aston Villa in Gibraltar.
Why is it Alex Ferguson's... why does he have to give him permission? Like, surely that's from the club, not from Alex Ferguson.
What? That's such a great point. He isn't in charge, and nor did he name the club. Manchester United existed before Alex Ferguson.
Really?
And
never.
It will exist after him as well. Yeah, and it's weird, but that's what the banner says. I did tell Statsman Adam off for calling Gibraltarians Gibraltans. It's naturally what you'd assume they're called.
Yeah, it's already done that to me, Adam, already.
He's Sheffield fan from Falkirk.
From Falkirk?
Blair Ferguson. Falkirk. Do you know why it's called Falkirk, Nick?
No.
I think someone fell from like a church in history. So it's...
Shut up.
Blair, help me out. What's Philip saying?
Surely that's a bad thing to happen. You wouldn't call your city or town after someone falling off a church, surely.
You ever been to Scotland, mate? Nothing good happens. Phil says... Stay, don't bother. I'm not Gibraltarian, but I know some of the lads in Gibraltar. I know that Daniel Tudela will start in goal today and Jake Victor will be in goal for the second half. So, Philip, you can probably back me up with that Jake, really good, exciting keeper, and he'll be well up for this. By the way, it was Sir Matt Busby who gave approval. You know what? That makes a lot more sense. I misremembered it. I completely misremembeed that, Philip, and I'm glad we've got it.
You're not David Moyes that gave...
it was David Moyes and Louis van Gaal. Sorry, Philip. Thank God you're here. The amount of crap I have in here, and I just forgot that thing. I never thought I'd need any of the knowledge.
It was a good effort. You got it right. You just got the name wrong.
I mean, I wouldn't be great for a pub quiz Yorkshire
No,
Pod. That's Luke, isn't it? It's our buddy Luke. Because I got it wrong. So, yeah. Let us know where you are in the world. We're always fascinated by that. Chris, I'm a Blade from Meath in Ireland. Sunny Florida here. Nick, you can read that name.
Well, AJD reacts. There you go. Done it.
Thanks, Bobby.
Done it.
Yeah, Darlington. Always great to hear from people in Darlow. I thought it was fascinating watching the England-Denmark game with two goalkeepers that had both played for Darlington.
I'm liking all the Twitch comments coming in, guys. Keep them coming in. Let us know if you are brand new to the channel, because that would be great to hear. Do you want to talk about England for... Did you see Robbo waving off?
No. That's what we all did, you know.
Do you want to talk about England for literally 3 minutes, Hal? Let's talk about England for 3 minutes.
Tomorrow, it will be the greatest day of my life.
Yeah.
If they lose, I'm going to pretend I prefer cricket.
Oh, you do prefer cricket. I know you do already. You talk about it all the time. I said to Hal, shall we do a video on England? And Hal went, no, I hate England. England football is the worst. And now he's acting like he loves them. So that's just Hal all over. And then he brings out his Iceland shirt as well.
I love England. I've been to more England games than you.
As you know.
Speaking of Darlington, didn't Hal do a voiceover for a great video about an away day at Darlington? I did do that. It's a wonderful video. I highly recommend it. Also, if you're thinking of joining the army in Catterick, which is near Darlington, I am the voice of the infantry training centre. So I'll just throw that out there.
There you go. Also, Adam, thank you very much, Adam. Actually, we should make Adam a moderator. Let me work on that. You have a chat, Hal. And
Adam, would you rather be a mod or a rocker? Let us know. We have got just minutes away. Would Aaron Ramsdale be the first Sheffield United player to win a major international tournament while at the club, while uncapped, no less? Yes, because the only other tournament that England have won would be the World Cup in 1966. I know there weren't any Sheffield United players at that.
Tried Dallas, but he weren't at the club at that point.
Tried Dallas wasn't at the club at that point. Yes, Sufo wasn't technically at the club when he won his Olympic medal either. Le Tournois, there was no one. So yeah, it has to be.
We're trying to think of someone, aren't we, Hal?
No, it's right. He's right.
Yeah, we're trying. We tried though. We just don't know.
We just don't know.
Right, so we're not far away, are we, mate? We are 2 minutes away from kickoff. The sprinklers are out. The lads are... Oh, look at that training top, Hal. That looks beautiful.
Do you know what? The thing is that's really annoying is there's only one top that I really want to buy, and it's not available. And that's the grey one that we saw them all wearing when they got off the plane.
Oh, right, okay. You're not liking this white one?
Yeah, the white one's nice, but it's not... Are you behind me? I'm live and...
I shouldn't be
on screen. All right. Anyway, Scott, the Blades in Spain, but not in the squad today. Verips, Salad Fingers, not involved. That is a blow. And Stevens, who's played against Gibraltarians before. Burke, Billy Sharp, and Ollie McBurney, pal.
All not involved.
Well, that's what he's saying. We could have a little look at our own bench. We've got Eastwood, Gordon, Lapata, the Pole, Baldock, Freeman, Jebison, Lowe, and Dye, Sariki, Slater, Smith, Broadbent, and Brunt. So, yeah, he is correct.
Fair play. That's fine. I'm sure these lads can bring it home today.
Bring it home, lads. Bring it home.
It's coming home.
Yeah. I'm a bit more nervous about the game tomorrow, I'll be honest. I'm so nervous about that. I actually feel like quite ill.
I'm sure you'll get over it by tomorrow. You'll be fine tomorrow.
A lot of trialists involved for Europa points. Our midfielder to watch is 18-year-old Omar We'll call him Omar. He was on trial at West Ham. Why? Why do they not have trialists called Pete Smith?
Exactly. That's what
Give us a break. We're not good with names or numbers, are we, Nick?
No, we're really not. And do you know what? I'm really sorry, Adam. I would love to make you a moderator. I'll do it afterwards. But as I'm talking, I can't figure it. I can't do two things at once.
You can't do two things at once.
So it's 6 o'clock. It's hit 6 o'clock, and my stream's not really doing a lot. Is yours, Hal?
No, which is encouraging. If yours isn't and mine isn't, then that's fine. If everyone else is way ahead of us, hey, let us know. I've got a feeling with streaming, they're always going to be... we just don't know.
We just don't know. It could be anything. It is. I said to you, it's like us both being on BT Sport. And for those people who watched us last season do the watch-alongs, you'll understand exactly what we mean.
Yeah,
because I was always on the BT Sport on kind of the website, and Hal was watching it on TV, and it was horrific to kind of get us both at the same time. So today's going to be a struggle, but end of the day, we're just happy to watch these matches, aren't we? It's better to watch these matches than to just see it pop up on your phone. Oh, Sheffield United have won 45-0.
Which I'll take. Also, do help us get to 13k subscribers, please, on YouTube. We'd absolutely love that. We'd really like to get there. We'd really like to get there before the start of the season. That would just be amazing. Podcasts with former and current players, fans forums, watch-alongs like this. Subscribe, it's free.
Yeah, we've only got 230 to go, so not too far away. I think we'll probably be not far away from that by the start of the season, so that'll be quite exciting. Subscribers have obviously died down a little bit because we had a bit of a break, didn't we? We enjoyed the Euros. Well, Hal enjoyed the Euros a little bit too much, tweeting every 4 seconds. I'm still worried about this game. Some dudes in black are walking onto the pitch. I think that is Sheffield United. United. All we need is this blue kind of team graphic to get off the screen.
A shirt that is very similar to a previous England shirt.
Okay.
An 86, I think, England shirt. The one that's the blue and red at the top. If you want to watch the game, you've got to buy it from sufc.co.uk, and then we will be your accompanying alternative commentary. Yeah,
you'll love that. You'll love that. Don't worry about it, guys. You'll get into it. Right, okay, so we're looking like we're nearly there. They're not very good timekeepers, these Gibraltarians, because they're not even on the pitch at the moment.
That's actually
2 minutes past 6
as well. About
that's why I said it, Hal. I know a lot about Gibraltar. What does that read? What does that read underneath the score, by the way, if you're watching the stream?
Sheffield United 0, EUROPA Point FC 0.
Underneath the score.
That's the stadium, isn't it? The name of the stadium.
Is it? That's exciting.
Roya en Medio.
Okay. You've just made that up, haven't you?
I think that's the stadium name. I think that's the name of the pitch.
Okay, let's go with that then. Let's go with that. Oh, God. I thought we'd just be getting straight into this now. We've got to put more filler in here. What's going on, Al? By the way, I apologise I haven't got a Sheffield United shirt on. It's very, very warm in this room, so I've got the lightest shirt I've got on possible.
I'm sweating buckets already.
But I wouldn't be wearing that shirt if I were you.
I know, it's awful. Buckets. En Medio is in the middle. If that doesn't really help, does it?
That helps loads, mate. Do you know what? Now I think I know the Gibraltarian language.
As I say, they speak English.
So, what are we going to talk about now?
Well, we were just expected to talk about the game. We weren't prepared for this.
No, we weren't. Let's talk about John Lundstrom, shall we? Because everybody was really happy to hear our video on John Lundstrom. Many of them were saying, why are we still talking about John Lundstrom? We don't even play for us anymore.
I want to make a really quick point about that, which is we got a lot of grief about making a video about John Lundstrom, and it's got more views than a video about literally everything that's happened with Sheffield United in the past month. You know, tell us you want stuff about the Blades and then watch the stuff that you say you don't want.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, the best videos that we do always get the worst views. That is YouTube for you.
That's true. We've got our 3 videos that you and I know are our favourites and the best we've done. They've got our lowest views. And the videos with people who failed at Sheffield United, let's be honest, have got the best views. So it's like people seem to like the stuff that's about either baddies or unsuccessful footballers. I can't get my head around it, but we now know what you want, and that's what we will provide you with.
What do they want?
They want footballers that weren't very good in a red and white shirt and stuff about people who've left the club. So forget the stuff about the current team and now. You don't want that, so you're not getting it.
Thank you, Soublade Lamont. Thank you very much for becoming a YouTube member. We love that, don't we, Hal?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Thank you.
And you know what? Right at that moment, they started walking out. So thank you very much for that member. Because
they're wearing red today. Europa point. Very strange. Both in our away kits.
That's a bit weird then, isn't it? Would you want to be wearing black in this heat, Hal?
No, but the fact that they're starting so late, it's jib, no?
Do you know what? It's just sank in that we're going to be playing in the Championship next season because I looked at the numbers on the shorts and I completely forgot we're going to be playing in the Championship next season. That is heartbreaking.
It just hits you sometimes, doesn't it? Sometimes I wake up and I feel like last season was a dream and we just finished 9th in the Premier League and the coronavirus didn't happen. Ugh. Sometimes I think that. I wake up and then I remember again. And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
It's no wonder I lost my nephew as a supporter to Manchester United. You can't put a 5-year-old through what we went through last season. No one became a Sheffield United fan last season.
No, we didn't enjoy it ourselves, did we? We
hated it. I mean, I hated every second that I had to talk to you about it.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. We had a couple of highlights, didn't we? A couple.
Yeah. Man United
but to stay up, you need about 10 at least highlights. Here we go. Boom. And we're off, boys and girls. We are off.
We will do regular time checks. We will let you know. This is an absolutely atrocious stadium. Just going to put it out there. This is a training pitch.
It looks like, if anyone's from Sheffield, it looks like Pitts, the pitch that we used to play on at Woodburn Road, just like sandy. It's probably not, but it just looks a bit weird. Looks a bit too flat.
Yeah, do forgive me if I don't give you the Europa point players when they're on the ball, because I don't know who they are, and I can't find them even on their official website.
No, I think everyone will understand, mate.
There's probably Europa point fans that won't know who these are, because as we understand it, quite a few trialists. If you do know who any of these players are and you can give us their names and numbers in the chat, that would be fantastic.
The thing is as well, mate, like on our backs are kind of white numbers on a black shirt. Theirs are white numbers on a red shirt. So it's quite difficult to even see our players' numbers, never mind theirs. So numbers might be quite difficult too.
Yeah, well, our numbers so far have stayed the same as last season. For example, Osborne's still wearing 23, and he's got the ball now. The Blades in their own half. It is just getting those miles under the legs, and it looks like just early passing that ball around, Nick.
Oh, and we're straight through. Brewster cutting inside.
Can he get a shot away or across? Can he get something across? Actually, it's good defending from Europa Point. I really think he should have done better there.
Yeah, definitely. Why do we call him EP?
EP, well, that's a back pass, and the keeper's going to have to get that away quickly, and he does. He just clears it. I was going to say into the hills, but actually it's just hit the mesh.
The mesh. Thank you very much, Aiden45, for that 99p. We love it. Every penny counts.
Yeah, it should become a slogan for someone. So here we are with Norrington Davis. Is that Norrington Davis wearing 33?
On the left, mate. Yep, Norrington Davis. Very, very exciting to see Norrington Davis. Big fan of his.
An early indication that he won't play left centre-back, which I don't think he ever would, but some Blades speculated online that he would. And Jackie Longthrow might fill that void left by the injured Jack O'Connell. And gosh, we hope he gets better soon. Yeah,
we definitely do. It's shocking what's happened to him and all the kind of back steps that he's had to take. I think we think he's probably got he's got a long time to go.
Unfortunately, it's been nearly a year.
I know, it's really sad for him. Bless him.
We don't want to speculate, so we won't. And we'll just say that we hope he's on the way.
McGoldrick through. Oh, I think it was offside. Yep, it was given offside. McGoldrick through. The goalkeeper came out and made a good save, but maybe McGoldrick was halted by the fact that he knew he was offside.
Absolutely. Some nice passing, and that's all it is at the moment. Just neat passing, neat interchange. You clearly can tell that Sheffield United are the superior side, but the keeper will just thump that up long, and it's going to be won, of course, by the Blades. Norrington Davis with a bit of a soft header back, though, putting his defence under a bit of pressure there. Head tennis as well at the back now as the Blades get into the EP half and then a push. And, a free kick. I think that was fair. They're not messing about, though, are they, Europa Point? They want to get the ball moving quickly.
Definitely. I just want to say hello to Flat Cap and Whip It. Hey up, lads. Hey up, pal. We love it. We absolutely love it. Brendan Casey, too. Talking of Pitts, which ex-United player used to coach kids out on a Saturday morning? Ooh, I don't know. I used to actually play football. Do the Tony Dawes football.
Great interception. Sorry to interrupt, but here's Ryan Brewster. He's just breaking through. Number 24, he's going to have a shot. It's hit. Oh, it's just gone wide with a deflection. That was going in.
Sorry, mate. The reason why I was talking is because I was like 5 seconds behind you. I didn't even know what you were going on about there.
Well, refresh your stream.
I have about 3 times, and it's still the same. What time are you on, mate?
4:15. This is always the nightmare when we are doing the online stream side of life.
4:12 still.
Norwood's going to take this corner from the right-hand side. It's going to be an outswinger, as you'd expect, with that right foot. Bit more head tennis in there. One thing I will say about Gibraltarians is it's very hard for them to practice playing football because one thing you lack in Gibraltar is grass. There's no grass.
Why is that, Hal?
Well, it's 3 miles, the whole place. I mean, there's just no grass. It's all been built on.
How big is Gibraltar?
Well, it's like 3 miles. It's not an island. It's an isthmus. It's got reclaimed land, which means they've built into the sea, and there isn't grass. The only place where there is grass, there's a little park, and there is Victoria Stadium, and that's pretty much it. And of course, the rock itself takes up a huge amount of real estate. Which, if they ask me, you knock the rock down and you build condos.
That's a lovely ball out to the wing. Is that Jaden Bogle on the right? Can't see. It's too far away. I think so.
He's just taken a terrible touch. First touch of a trampoline.
Yeah, but he's got blonde hair, so that's all that matters.
He's got blonde hair, so he don't care. That was absolutely crap. And that's the sign of pre-season. You want to get those things out of your game before the proper season starts. We want to see League One Wes get his August hands out the way. Every regular viewers will know what that means. Everything like that. Iron out the creases. We'll get our commentary game on point because, of course, the first 3 Blades games will be watch-along options.
Yeah, with me there for 2.
Well, I'll see about Swansea. You're going to have to get me tickets, mate. So
I'll get you tickets. Don't worry. I'll sort them.
Thank you very much.
No problem at all. So you're going to be doing 2. You're going to be doing 2, and I'm going to be doing 2.
If we're doing 4, yeah, I think there's only 3 that are on telly.
No. I mean, you're going to one of the matches, and I'm going to one of the matches. So we're each going to be doing 2.
Right.
Come on, Hal.
Yes. I can't do maths. Here's EP trying to break something into the attack, but it's been broken up. And that was the first opportunity that Europa Point had to actually get into the Blades half and make something happen. And their passing is not slick or crisp. That's one thing we can tell early on. Perhaps that's fatigue. Perhaps that's this pitch, which I can't tell if it's good or not. To be honest, it looks like a poor pitch. Yeah,
it does. Some good defending there from Jackie Long throw.
Oh, and superb.
League One West picks it up.
That was just muscle there. It was just strength. I'd expect the Blades boys to be stronger. Although one thing I did find actually in Gibraltar was a lot of Gibraltarian lads do spend at least 6 to 8 hours a day in the gym.
All right. Well, there you go. Thank you, Steve York. Appreciate that £5. Chin up, boys. If Slavisa can talk Sander and Rammers into staying, and we don't lose others like Flecky, Jock, or Egan, etc., this will be our year. I completely believe that too, mate. I definitely can't see us losing Jack O'Connell or Fleck. Egan, I don't know. What do you think to his interview, by the way, Hal? Oh, by the way, the ball's on the right-hand side. Jaden Bogle, he's going to put a first-time cross in. No, he cuts back for...
What's up with him?
Some weird reason. Tried to cut back and the ball just rolled out of play.
He is off the pace, early biscuits.
What a weird thing to do. That should have been a first-time ball into the box.
And that's twice now, Nick, where he's been in that position to put a decent ball in, and he's not taken the correct touch. I'm a bit concerned. However, this is what pre-season's for.
Exactly. You've said that twice in about 3 minutes, and both of them was about Jaden Bogle.
Well, I can't even tell if it is Jaden Bogle because, as you say, the camera's a million miles away. His hair's blonde. I'm assuming it's not.
It's not Eminem, is it? It's not Eminem.
Will the real Jaden Bogle please stand up?
Absolutely. It's been a very jolty start. I think actually Europa Point have done really well.
Yeah, and here's Norrington Davis taking that ball down, but looked like a foul. So actually, some neat interplay there between 2 Europa Point players who I don't actually believe were ever given names, so we don't need to say them.
20 was good there. He did
and
well.
21 there as well. His older
21. Brother. 5 could have done well as well. I'm not sure if 5's playing, but 6. He's had a monster of a game today up to 8 minutes.
6 needs a big game actually today. His chance. It's the nutmegs, but not today, son.
That was
not
lovely.
Today. He tried it, but the blades were like,
Dildinho.
You're not a professional footballer, and you're going to try and mag me.
Didsey was looking for that ball, and Moose was not giving him anything. He's like, shall I run? Nah.
Not on his heels.
He was just waiting to play that pass, and he never ran for him.
Completely correct, Nick. You called it right. And in the end, McGoldrick losing out, and it was a throw-in to Europa Point. They do absolutely nothing with it, and the Blades already have it back in their own half. Just Basham calling for anyone to come and take that ball from him, which they do. Switch play over to this left-hand side. It's actually this pitch. Is this AstroTurf, the way that ball bounced?
AstroTurf would have been better than that, surely.
It was a very unnatural bounce. I don't blame Didsey at all for not reading that. Here's Norwood. Will he make a decision with the ping? He does. He pings it onto the right. It's a lovely pass. Terrible touch.
Oh, Jaden. Go on, son.
And then he manages to retrieve it. And now this is much better. Here's Basham trying to work his way into the box. Good skill. Oh, he's double tapped it on FIFA there.
He has. He's poor. But that's not Bash. Bash is Bash. That's not Bash.
Well, Nick, this is what pre-season's for.
This is what pre-season's for. You're absolutely right.
We're 10 minutes in. It's very hard to tell which are the part-time trialists and which are the professional former Premier League football team.
Yeah, absolutely. I also saw a Discovery Channel photographer just behind the goalkeeper then.
He looks like he's on safari, that bloke.
Yeah, he does. Oh, dear. Oh, another poor pass.
Really
Norrington Davis has done really well there.
Tasty challenge.
Callum Robinson, I didn't realise he were playing for Europa Point as well.
I thought that was a foul by Callum Robinson, but the ref said the other way around.
Oh, dearie me. We're having fun.
Look, maybe it's the shirts. As we said, it's a scorcher. They're having a heat wave. It's been 27 degrees, and it has been 27 degrees. So it's not actually that hot. But, in black, and when you're used to playing at Shirecliffe, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, definitely.
Heavy touch. Is that going to go?
Was that Egan?
Looked like John Egan, and he's actually managed to, I think, get that out for a throw-in.
Yeah, it was a throw-in. Can we just bring up the Egan interview again? I was really worried listening to him. He might have just had a long day, tired from training.
Just explain it for people who might have missed it.
Okay, so just interrupt me if anything happens. It looks like it's bobbling around. United spit the ball up here. It might be worth staying with United for now because we're on the break. Norrington Davis going down the left, motoring. Callum Robinson, though, coming and picking him up. We'll wait until... Oh, here we go. We'll go for now because United have got it at the back. So, John Egan, his interview seemed very kind of... I don't know. He seemed very down, not laughing, not joking, didn't smile once. I didn't like it. It didn't feel like the John Egan that we know and love, especially in pre-season where there's no pressures whatsoever. I'd understand if we'd just lost to somebody, but it just felt... I don't know. He looked a bit jaded. It might have just been because he was tired from the training session that he had, boiling. He couldn't be bothered with the interview. But it just, I don't know. I didn't enjoy listening to him talking. Did you?
I think you might be reading too much into it.
I hope I am. I really, really hope I am. Hopefully it was just the fact that he was a little bit tired. Yeah, Phil Whelan says they're doing double sessions. Yeah. I'm not used to hearing Egan sounding that downbeat, if you know what I mean.
Well, maybe it is the double sessions, the heat, possibly a bit of dehydration, bit of sunburn. Bogle trying to get in. It's 12 minutes 41. We haven't given a time check for ages. I do apologise. It is Shoe 0, 0, 12:48. At the moment, I would say an extremely lackadaisical game with possibly the weather playing a part. But if there's one team that's used to it, it is Europa Point, and they seem fairly comfortable at the moment. They'd be very happy with how they've started.
Yeah, especially if they're saying saying they're doing double sessions and stuff. They're going to be tired, aren't they? So hopefully they've not done too much today. But it does seem like the legs are a bit leggy. So
legs tend to be like that, don't they?
Sometimes they're footy as well.
It is a bit of neat interchange at the back with Jackie Longthrow looking for that long pass, and Didsey takes a nice touch, gets it back to Norrington Davis, who doesn't mess about because he knows he's got Callum Robinson biting at his heels every time he gets that touch. We're looking for Bogle again. Bogle actually does well that time. He's going to come into this game. I think Jayden Bogle does really well with 2 men on him to actually find that pass into Didsey. Does he get for a... Oh, that's a shocking effort from Didsey. It's a good thing they've got the double mesh on mesh, because otherwise that was going straight into the Malaga Hills.
Yeah, mesh on mesh on mesh, son. That were really poor. The thing was, though, Didsey shot a lot last season from distance because we struggled to create chances there. It was kind of on the turn, miles out. It didn't look, it was such an unnatural position to shoot from. So, hopefully. I think it's just because this is where you have to iron out the details, isn't it, Hal?
This is what pre-season's for. I will say that Himalaya Joe, the cameraman behind the goal, he didn't even bother to take a picture of that shot from Didsey. So bad.
Himalaya Joe, you could have thought of a name that began with H, so surely. Well, Himalayan Harry, come on.
I'm sticking with Himalaya Joe.
You've been lazy.
He looks like a Joe, and he looks like he would rather be anywhere else on earth right now.
We can't even see if it's Jayden Bogle or not, and you're telling me he looks like a Joe.
He's got a Joe's face. I should know. My dad's a Joe.
We've just been given offside again for what seems like the 50th time in this game. Europa point, goalkeeper with the ball in his hand.
Very small pitch, a tight pitch. Not like we're going to experience in some games in the Premier League. For example, that game that's been moved to the 28th of November, Bristol City. Bristol City have a huge pitch.
Yeah, right, okay. Do you remember earlier on when somebody said that Didsey and Brewster were playing as wingers in the formation?
I'm not having that.
They're doing it. They're literally doing it in front of your face. Didsey is on the left.
They're not playing as wingers. They're playing as 2 players in the hole. That's how I see it.
No, sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean that they were actually playing. I mean, they were playing wide. So Didsey's playing. Look where he is now. He's playing on the left. I'm not saying he is a winger.
Oh,
he's playing on the left. So that's what we're playing this season, I'm guessing. It's going to be
sign him up.
Who, Himalayan Joe?
No, number 15, not Himalayan Joe. Oh, that's a great ball. Europa point. Can they embarrass the Blades here with an early chance? It's going to ricochet. It's a terrible touch. They've got a second chance. Shot.
Oh,
save.
League One Wes.
League One Wes. Body on the line. Save. Wow, that was a mess. Must have been an offside in there somewhere because that's not a corner. But that was absolute panic stations at the back from the Blades. Really messy. Good play from Europa Point. The first real opportunity of the game, and it's come on 16-20. We're now on 16-30.
Yeah, shocking defensive play there. But they opened it up quite well there, in all honesty. So it's not all about us. I hate that because do you know when there's a big side playing Sheffield United and they're like, oh, they played poorly or whatever. They opened us up then. We weren't great defensively, but they definitely opened us up with some good play.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, you admire what Europa Point do, stepping stone club, an opportunity for young players to get into the pro game. I really respect that. And of course, they'll all be hungry, these lads out here. They'll want to impress scouts. I guess the only scout we know that's here is Himalaya Joe. But there might be people watching online that are potentially going to be signing players that do well in this game. Here's a chance for the Blades. Oh, it's a good save.
How has he not put that away, Norrington Davis? It was on his right foot, obviously. He's left-footed, but it's right in front of goal, point-blank range, and the keeper's made a good save, it seemed. I don't think it was a defender that got a foot in there.
Daniel Tudela, the number 1, making the save for Europa Point, and that was absolutely the kind of save he has to make because, to be honest, Norrington Davis didn't have enough space to get that leg back and really get a good connection on it.
No, he didn't, but he still should be putting that away, in my opinion. We've got a corner coming in from Ollie Norwood. Ball played into the box. Big. Oh, I thought that were a Europa Point head, but it wasn't. It was a Sheffield United head. It's gone over the bar. It was Jackie Long throw, and it's a goal kick to Europa Point.
Yeah, he headed that like he's got a 50p piece for a head. That went way over.
He did, yeah. Oh, that's a foul from Norrington Davis, I think.
I think the ref might
Callum Robinson.
Callum Robinson definitely, he thinks that was a foul, but I think actually his big Slav, is he going to use all his skill to pass it back? He's got the cool, calm presence of a defensive midfielder that has won La Liga.
Yeah, and also scoring a hat-trick against Barcelona.
Yeah, I would say that's the best pass of the game that we've just seen as well, and it came from Big Slav.
Yeah, probably. That's a poor through ball. Lofted through ball from the Europa Point player straight to Mr. League One Wes. Oh, dearie me. There's not a lot to talk about, mate, is there? In all honesty, it's a poor game. It's a really poor game.
I'm going to need a shower after this, which is quite annoying because I had one just before. Because this box room that I'm in is absolutely roasting.
Have you got a drink there? We don't want you falling over.
Oh, no.
Good. I need another drink, to be fair. So I'm going to message my missus and say she'll bring me a drink.
I actually rang my wife to bring me a drink yesterday, and she was like, "No one ever rings me to see how I am." I felt really bad. I was like, "No, I want to know how you are as well." But yeah, if I can
obviously,
right. Ball goes out after a poor touch. I think that was an opportunity there for Moose. Is it me, or is Moose looking a little? I don't want to say heavy, but is he looking a little heavy?
I don't know. I can't tell from here. I honestly can't tell. I thought Brewster looked a bit heavy on some of the photos.
Might be the shirt.
He's got a round. I think Brewster's got quite a round face, though.
He has got a round face. He ain't heavy. He's my Brewster.
Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Big fan of that. Oh, we're on the right with I don't know. They are. I can't see from here.
You just gave up.
It's Ben Osborne.
Who else on the right-hand side?
Exactly. How am I supposed to know that?
Because he's the industrious Ben Osborne.
What a ball from
Here's Bogle. Oh, he's not got the legs. This pitch, though, you can't tell if it's going to hold up or if it's going to roll. We're 20 minutes 20. It's a fighter pilot's vision, and it's 0-0.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on, mate.
Look at Himalaya Joe. He's literally taking pictures of the floor.
Himalayan Joe. Himalayan Harry.
Call him what you like. You can have your other photographer. Actually, he's the guy filming it. We haven't seen one different camera angle, but there is a camera behind the goal.
All right, okay. We have seen, have we? Just then, when League One Wes, it was the, what do you call it, wasn't it? It was the instant replay.
In, my point is that they haven't seen one from a different part of the ground. We're zooming in from the same angle. Well, we're zooming in from the same vantage point, is what I mean. We haven't seen like behind the goal, either goal.
True.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I should have explained that better. This cameraman is, I think, having a convulsive fit at the moment. It's very shaky.
Yeah. Oh, good old Robert on Twitch. I absolutely love that. Oh, and I absolutely love this as well. Drink on the way.
Fantastic. 21-26. Well, refreshments are brought to in good nick.
Thank you.
Jaden Bogle takes another trampoline touch, and
Look at that.
Seemingly fouls his man. He's not had a good game so far, and Bogle was, of course, the signing of the season last season. So this is surprising, but like I say, this is what pre-season's for.
How many times can we say that before half-time?
It's great if you check out the Europa Point Twitter. I've been following them for a couple of years. Hashtag a stepping stone club, giving hashtag second chances to hashtag young talented players. Fun fact, if you do search that hashtag, no one else has used it.
It's almost like there's no point in putting the hashtag in there.
Here's a chance for Europa Point. Blades getting bodies back, but can they get a foot in? No. Great skill from the young Gibraltarian team, and it's eventually cleared, and the pass was aiming to find Bogle, but this ball, very hard to tell where it's going to go. Will it sit up? Will it roll? It's a very, very unsure pitch. You know me, I like when I'm watching golf, I root for the course. When I'm watching Formula One, I root for the circuit. Today, I'm back in the pitch.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you, mate?
Drinks break. I'll have one as well.
Oh, that's a great idea. Great idea. I do like the white training top, though. I'm a big fan of that. That's the best thing. I want,
you know, since we saw JT Hammer in that grey top last season, which, you know, I was a big fan of, and they're not selling it at the club shop. They're not selling the one that's closest to it. It is an artificial pitch, isn't it, Philip? It's the ball's bouncing like it's an artificial pitch, so it must be really tricky. Don't forget what happened to Celtic a few years ago. Philip referencing Lincoln Red Imps beating Brendan Rodgers Celtic in Brendan's first game by, as they say in America, 1-negative. I think it was an own goal. Might have been Ambrose. I can't remember. It's a long time ago, and I don't support Celtic, so who cares?
Yeah, I was just going to say Bobby's even that board. He's gone, but he's left. Back. He's back.
He's back. He's back now. Bobby, Bobby, give us a thumbs up. Are you watching this game, Bobby? Yeah, he is. What a blade! He's bought this game. You've got to respect that. Can we get some love for Bobby? If we raise £5 through your donations today, we've raised 99p. All of that money goes to Bobby for paying for this game. So it would be wonderful if you could be a super chat member.
Be a super chatter.
If it is an artificial pitch, why are they watering it?
I was just going to say the same thing. It can't be an artificial pitch.
It can't be.
Maybe it's a bit of both, but I don't know.
Is it 4G?
I doubt.
Be 5G now, wouldn't it?
Maybe it's only like 2G because it's Gibraltar.
It's in Spain, but yes.
Oh, it's in Spain. It's in Malaga. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
I keep looking around and thinking, "Oh, Gibraltar looks nice."
Well, it is nice. I like Gibraltar, but it's not
that's
green.
not it.
There's none of that greenery. If you want to go to Gibraltar, it's industrial. The people are lovely. There's not a lot to do. You can do it mostly in an afternoon, but it's. I think it's interesting. There's apes that run wild because Winston Churchill said that while there are apes on the rock, Gibraltar will always be British. So the apes were brought from Africa, deposited on the rock. There's now loads of them, actually too many of them. And because people give them their food, the way the ape hierarchy works, they think they're in charge. So never give the apes on the rock food. They can be quite aggressive as well.
You just said, "Oh, don't worry. There's no crime," and then you're talking about wild apes. Bloody hell! I'd rather be in Sheffield where there's a bit of crime than wild apes trying to batter me.
Well, 31M Foster says it sounds like Sheffield, Hal. Industrial, not much to do, nice people. You've not been to Door.
No, that's true. They're definitely not nice people.
That's not what I meant at all.
I know.
And you know it.
I was just going to say, who's more industrial, would you say? Gibraltar or Ben Osborne?
I'm laughing and I knew you were going to say that. It is the industrious Ben Osborne, but I think it was Statsman Adam who called him the industrial Ben Osborne when he was doing a review.
I think I've also called him that as well, and I didn't mean
He's not a Hoover. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, God, I was thinking it was half time, and I was like, oh, thank God for that. It's half time. There's only 45 more minutes of this.
I'm going to have to put a fan on. If this is really annoying, I apologise, but I'm absolutely boiling in here.
Did you say you put a fan on or you put a Hoover on?
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Does it sound like it's going to take off?
It's like you're going to take off. I'm worried for you.
Well, all I can hear from you is the clinking of a glass.
I'm boiling. I'm going to be asking for another
too.
drink soon. I'm definitely not going to have to ask. I'm definitely not going to be able to ask for another drink. I'm going to have to go and get myself one.
You probably are. Oh, look at Callum Robinson with the skill, but it rolls straight out. And
thinking he's hard, trying to take on Norrington Davis.
There's no point putting that fan on. It's not even touching the sides.
Quick question. A lot of people say Davies as Davies. Should we be calling him Norrington Davies?
Well, he's Welsh as well, isn't he? So that is often the Welsh, like Simon Davies.
I don't like it, but I feel like that's what it needs to be called. I've never heard anyone call him Norrington Davies. And you have to say it like that, Davies.
I agree with you. I've never called anyone Davies. I always say Davis.
No, I am. Come on, did say.
On the left-hand side.
What a ball!
Across. Oh, anyone gets a touch. It's still kept alive. Oh, and the really good block. First real moment of excitement for Sheffield United. It's taken 28 minutes to come against Europa Point. God, no one thought we'd ever be saying that. And on this artificial 2G pitch, the ball's played back over halfway. The Blades trying to keep this pressure on.
Absolutely. It's
drinks
exciting
break.
stuff, Hal. It's exciting stuff.
It's had an effect. It's had an effect on Didsey. What was in his drink? It's not a bad ball. Anything kept alive. Got to be a corner, surely. Came off the chest.
Himalayan Joe with the greatest touch of the game there.
I think Himalayan Joe got a bit excited there because it was all at his end.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and he's taking a picture of the ball
as the Himalayan end.
Oh, here he is. Ollie, we're going to whip another ball in. Are
we worried about both sides?
Yeah. I thought they might have had Ben Osborne taking the one from this side, to be honest. It's a good
Not
ball.
bad.
Bash knocks it back in.
Oh, it's off the bar! And then wide. Oh, it's a Jagielka against Arsenal style miss.
I don't think it was that important, but
well, no. Also, it was completely different.
It was. I think it was Jackie Longthrow on his right foot. I think that's why it went
You know
wide.
what? I don't have any time for this. They're professional footballers. They should be able to use both of their professional football feet.
Yeah, absolutely. I like how you put it that way. But I'll tell you a little story, unless Gibraltar go and score from here. No,
Callum Robinson is really up for this, isn't he?
Yeah, he's biting
Bit
back
late.
at Norrington Davies.
Nice.
What
Outside of the boot. From the right boot, outside of the
Oh.
foot. I'm not sure he was offside.
Why didn't he just carry on? Why didn't he carry on
to
the
get
score?
VAR? We should get
gone
VAR involved there.
Took my joke then. You little bugger. You little bugger. We can't get more than one camera angle, but we've got VAR.
Well, they've given it offsides. Oh, he's got a beard, the referee. It's no weather for a beard.
No. Today's no weather for a beard in Sheffield.
Absolutely.
Never mind leafy bucket. I'm going to say leaky Buckingham.
Well, I did have a curry last night. I thought the best thing to do is to have traditional British food. Not even pizza or spaghetti. It's just curry and Chinese, like a proper Brit.
Absolutely. What I was going to say was my dad injured his right foot / leg. I can't remember exactly.
He slashed his leg.
Something like that. And he spent about a month trying to kick the ball with his left foot and teaching himself how to kick the ball with his left foot. Great left foot on him now. These are professional footballers that play football nearly every day. Why can't they just start playing football a little bit more with their wrong foot and make it not their wrong foot? Legend.
He wants to have a chat with Europa Point. They'll offer him a trial.
Yeah, probably.
They're all about second chances, Nick.
Yeah. What about 40-second chances?
Right. It looks like the Europa Point lads is going to go off. First substitution of the game, number 14, will be brought on. He looks about 14 as well.
He does. It looks about your height, Hal.
He's a bit taller than that, but yeah, he is quite a short lad. He's done himself a favour by running as close to Ben Osborne as possible.
Good idea. Really good idea.
He looks like a giant.
Oh, God. Let's just go through a few of the comments, shall we? This is Muse trying to impress the new manager. Yeah, that's a worry. If this is Muse trying to impress the new manager, yeah, that is a worry.
He's never going to have more opportunity to score than against, really, the worst team in a part-time league in a place that has a population of 33,000.
That's so nasty. You used to live in Gibraltar. You like to go back to Gibraltar, and you're absolutely hammering them.
That's literally 3 facts. Europa Point, one of the worst teams in the league. Fact. Gibraltar, 33,000 population. Fact. Part-time. Fact.
So you're not just giving them grief. You're now backing it up with facts. So you're hitting it home that they are a terrible club. So
I didn't say they were a terrible club. I didn't say they were a terrible club. I like what they do.
You said they shouldn't be a club anymore.
I did not say that.
You say that they're a joke.
I never said that. I said they should give your dad a chance. You're putting words in my mouth. That's a terrible pass. Here's a chance to break with David McGoldrick, the very deep David McGoldrick. He's so deep. He's further back than League One Wes at the moment. Pretty much.
By the way, what I wanted to mention was what made me laugh, Joe, with the kit reveal. That's a great ball by Bogle. He said inside Brewster and he's lost it and probably given away a free kick there.
By the way, Steve, apparently they do water artificial pitches in Spain.
There you go.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the artificial pitches.
Let's not do this. All I was going to say is nobody even thought about or recognized that we had a new goalkeeper kit, by the way. When everyone were looking at the black kit, everyone were like, oh, by the way,
I wrote a joke.
Goalkeeper shirt.
I wrote a joke in our private chat, and it's the first time ever that Bobby called me out on a crap joke.
Oh, really? I probably didn't even see it.
Well, the kit was taken. There was a picture of a young lady. She's probably the Sheffield women's goalkeeper, and she was wearing jeans.
Oh, yeah.
And I wrote, denim jeans instead of shorts. It's a bold idea. And Bobby was like, ha.
Anyway, Lise Mousse there looked like he might have picked up a knock from nobody. So that's something to bear in mind. Yeah,
it's
probably.
It's a corner. It's been a while. We're not in mid-season form yet. It's Ollie Norwood taking it. It's not a bad one either. It should be the goal with it.
What
Bobby,
a ball from Ollie Norwood, and what a finish from John Egan.
You know what time it is.
Ale. Big header from John Egan. Great ball in from Ollie Norwood. Put it on a sixpence for him to bash it in the back of the net. That was a great header from John Egan. But it was pretty simple. It was very Ukrainian defending, wasn't it, Hal?
Yep. So it was a corner on the left-hand side from the right foot of Ollie Norwood. So it was an in-swinger. Egan in the 6-yard box, as you say, couldn't miss. Boom. Bang. Goal.
I would probably say that was the best corner that Ollie Norwood has done for probably over a year.
Since Palace away.
Yeah, since Palace away when he dropped it in his own net.
Yeah, Victor
You could technically say that wasn't a very good corner if the keeper's catching it.
To be honest, you're right.
Actually, no. John Egan's header against Wolves, possibly?
Yeah, of course. That was brilliant.
But that wasn't as good as that. That was literally pretty much inside the 6-yard box, right on his head. Easy finish.
And is this a bigger game than Wolves?
Yeah, you've got to say.
Yeah.
A lot better pitch as well, as it took a massive divot just then.
Well, we don't know how good these trialists for Europa Point are going to become.
Oh, David McGoldrick with an excellent touch, but he's brought down.
Blatant foul by Callum Robinson. For me, that's a yellow, and I think Callum is running a tightrope at the moment because he's done a couple of late challenges.
He is. Well, he's trying to play well against his old team, isn't he?
He always does. Chelsea and the Blades, he wants to put on a show.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the back flick from Didsey. Chance to get the ball into the box. On the left-hand side, crossed in, blocked at the first man. And it might just roll out for a throw-in that Ben Osborne will shepherd onto this left-hand side and throw it to Norrington Davies.
I would like to have seen Jackie Long throw bang one in the box there.
It was open to it, especially as we still had Bogle forward on that right-hand side.
Oh, well. He's on the ball now. Lovely ball into Didsey. But Didsey always looks like he's going to do something special, doesn't he, when he gets that ball?
Well, because he plays all over the pitch, he's going to see more of the ball than your average striker.
Yeah. Oh, lovely ball into Moose. Oh, he's not quite got there. No, that's fair enough, that.
I'm not having a go at Moose there. That ball was overcooked from Ben Osborne, and the keeper's done well.
It was a great idea, but the keeper was out like a flash, weren't he? He also looks...
Very small keeper.
I was just going to say that. He looks very, very tiny in his goal.
Gibraltarians aren't the tallest. By the way, 36. I was considered just above average height, which is one thing I really liked about being in Gibraltar.
Wow. So what's average height then? 5 foot?
5'6". I think 5'6" is the average height in Gibraltar for a man. Wow. And I also look Gibraltarian as well, so I quite liked being there for that reason.
Oh, fair enough. I was just going to say he nearly overcooked that one, did he? But we're definitely taking hold of the game now. Finally, it was that drink spray.
Yeah, it was. Changed everything. Mate, I don't know what was in it.
It's pointless us doing commentary together because we say the same thing at the same time, pretty much every time.
Well, we know each other so well now. We can finish each other's
sandwiches.
There we go. Ball in the middle. Real messy stuff from Brewster there. He didn't look like he had a trick on him at all, and the Europa Point lads read him like a kipper.
Like a book.
That makes more sense.
Done him up like a kipper.
Done him up like a book.
Bruce.
Oh, he's got his own back that time with the silky skills. He said, not this time, son. And he's into the box already. Lays it off to Didsey. Thought about the shot instead.
It's a great ball.
Plays it into Norrington Davies. Crosses beautifully. Got to be. Oh, what a miss. What a miss at the far post.
Oh, that was to laugh.
On a plate. And it's Rhian Brewster who leapt like a salmon, but actually then had the same footballing ability as a fish who found himself on an artificial football pitch.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh then. It was just so typical Brewster from last season.
Look at Himalayan Joe. He's still just taking pictures of the worms. That happened right in front of him.
Oh, Himalayan Joe. There he goes. Yeah, he is.
He's just taking pictures of the ground. Has he even moved? Is he a statue? Is this game being played at Madame Tussauds? It's not just the pitch that's artificial. The people are artificial.
They are. They've got to be. They've got to be.
38-40.
Oh, God. That was a shocker from Bruce, to be fair.
Oh,
It might have been a bit high for him, but he got enough on that.
He jumped maybe too early, yeah.
Too early. Oh, that was a shocker. It's just typical, isn't it? Brewster needs that goal. He needs that bloody goal, whether it's against Europa Point or...
If he can't score against these, we've got to give Liverpool a call and just say, buyback clause, you say.
Yeah. Have we still got his receipt?
Yeah. If you find it in someone's pocket.
Yeah. Oh, I'm only messing.
We're only messing, Brew. We love you, Brew Crew. You're going to be fine. You're going to be top scorer this season. Luke Freeman, most assists. Oh, Didsy, looking like he's
most
forgotten.
Sexiest beard.
Forgotten who he's playing for there. I'm not sure that was a foul, but the bearded referee gives it, and it's just over halfway. Blades haven't taken it yet, which they're just explaining to one of the Europa Point players. I got a bit overexcited there.
Yeah, good point. Himalayan Jose.
Well, we don't know where he's from, this lad.
Could be from Sheffield. Could have come with
the
boys.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
I doubt it.
All right, Himalayan Jose.
Himalayan Jose. Oh, Didsy with the ole.
Have a shot, Didsy. You deserve it after that turn. He does, and he regrets.
You shouldn't have said that.
Well, I think it took a deflection, that one, to be honest, on his right foot. I think he was just slightly nudged as well before he took it, and that for me is a corner.
Yeah. Do you think these numbers have got anything to do with the numbers that are going to be our squad numbers for next season?
I do, yes.
So you think Bruce is going to be 24 or something like that? You don't think he's going to be wanting?
They're just wearing the numbers from last season. Gosh, it looks windy there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Another decent bowling from Norwood.
Yep, he's been working on them, but to be fair, he's a professional footballer and he should be good at corners.
Yeah, he should be.
Terrible pass, that.
No, I think the Gibraltarian player just got a foot on it.
Worth pointing out, some of the Europa Point players are Spanish.
Yeah, but let's just say Gibraltarian.
It's a nice word to say, isn't it?
But they're playing for a Gibraltarian team, and it is a nice thing to say. It really is.
It's a lovely word. It's a really lovely word to say. I like it a lot.
Yeah. There's no better word you could say in the English language.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Yeah, Gibraltarian. Oh.
Rolls off the tongue. Have a go, everyone, now at saying it, wherever you are, even if you're on the bus.
Oh, it's through. It's onside. It's Moose. And
it's two. What a lovely goal with the ball played through. Bobby, you know what to do. You know what time it is. Really good. Moose scored. It was a nice through ball, just sort of pushed through like a slide tackle pass. And he was onside. He was just on the shoulder of the last man. He looks absolutely knackered now, but he ran through on the right-hand side. Keeper came out and he put it into the bottom left. You really can't, as a striker, ask for any more from Lys Mousset. He did really well there. Yeah,
he did exceptionally well, but the thing is, we can't see it from a different angle, can we? So we can't say, no, I just mean that the finish. I'd like to have seen the finish from a different angle to see how well he took it, but he looks like he's got a spring in his step now, old Moose.
Looked like a crisp finish to me, and that's exactly where I would have wanted to put it. Keeper is expecting him to either go near post, but he went right across the face, which is what you're always told to do as a striker. It was a clean strike. He got enough pace on it. Keeper's got no chance. Best goal of the game. Really pleased with that.
Can I just say that somebody's changed their Twitch name to Himalayan Harry?
Nice.
1889. I love that.
Great name.
Could you imagine if he'd not changed his name? And that was just his name.
Himalayan Harry, welcome. Now the Blades passing that ball around so nicely, starting to really take control, as you'd expect them to, in a game that the United should dominate from start to finish.
Yeah. I said to my missus, shall I do this one upstairs? She was like, yeah, I don't want to watch it. So
yeah, so my wife said as well. Fun fact, if you're in Gibraltar and you want to buy a shirt from any of the teams, they don't have their own club shop. Every shirt from every team is sold in one shop.
Oh, very nice. How many teams are in Gibraltar? Oh, what a ball. What a ball to Moose.
Moose, is he offside?
Do you know what? I think this is getting us ready for next season because I'm so used to these days. Every time there's an offside, people just carrying on and then hoping that it's not offside and we can score a goal. Do you know what I mean? So every time there's an offside given, I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's offside. And it's like, oh, that's it. That's the decision.
Yeah. By the way, there are 11 teams currently.
You said they were like, oh, wait, Moose is on the ball. Oh, lovely take. Moose is, oh, he's lost it.
Some teams have disappeared, Nick, since I was talking. Like Boca have gone. Gibraltar Phoenix have gone. Gibraltar United, Leo, Olympic, Hound Dogs. Some of the teams have disappeared.
But you said that they were it were like a really, really small, not even an island. So how is there so many teams?
Everyone loves football.
But how is there so many teams, though?
Everyone loves football. What they do
everyone
is
who lives there plays for a football team.
They all play on a Saturday. They all play at the same stadium. They start at like 10 a.m. and they play one after the other. And it's free. It's free to go. So you can just stay all day and watch all the teams play 5 games back to back.
That should be how this country is. I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that. Oh.
It's a shame.
Why?
That's why it's free, because no one goes. And some of the players, like I say, are paid. Some of them are full-time professionals. Some of them have played in England. Players like Scott Wiseman, who you might remember from Hull City.
Yeah, Scott Wiseman. Big fan of Scott Wiseman.
We're on 45 minutes. I don't expect the ref to add too much on, although he did stop for quite a while for a water break. And also the game actually didn't kick off when it was supposed to. Ben Osborne, lovely little pass. Hasn't given the ball away once, Ben Osborne, until I said that.
That I thought, it is as well, isn't it? I thought that was Norrington Davies for a second.
Osborne,
done well there. Come on, this has got to be a goal. Got to be.
Great through ball. Finish!
Finish!
Oh, it's offside.
Oh, he's offside.
He's got to finish it, though.
Too long.
He didn't know it was offside when he first hit that shot.
No, he didn't. But yeah, it's got to come earlier. He waited and waited and waited. There were about 3 players he could have passed that to then, and he waited a little bit too long, and obviously he was offside.
Nick, that's what pre-season's for. Europa Point thought they were in there, but the ball had gone out, and Norrington Davies will take the throw-in on this left-hand side. Hasn't done anything wrong yet, Norrington Davies, and struggling to get the ball to him at the moment. Bit of nonsense there. I'm looking what Jackie Longthrow's doing.
No, I've not seen a lot of Norrington Davies, if I'm honest. So I'm excited to see him today and see if he can break into the team. Ender Stevens, have we seen much from Ender Stevens on these videos and stuff? That's excellent from him, actually. He did really, really well there. Can we... Wait, what's his name? What's his initials? Reece Norrington Davies, RND. Can we call him RND?
You can.
Oh, R&D. It's like R&B, but R&D. Brewster offside as the ball's coming through and then lashes it over the bar in frustration. I think that Mousse goal straight after Brewster missed that chance has probably annoyed him even more because he knows that he should have put it away.
Have we had the whistle? Is that your half time?
I don't know. Wait, I'll unmute.
I think we have.
Just then.
Yeah, that's the whistle. I think I'm slightly ahead of you. So if you are just joining us, it's 2-0 to Sheffield United. There's your graphic on screen. Doesn't that look lovely?
Beautiful.
Lovely logo, that. And RND. Yeah, it works. If you want to know who's played well, I would say, Nick, do you want to give me 3 players that have stood out for you?
I'll say Didsy because, like always, Didsy's always showing for the ball. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to do something special. And I do think everything has kind of gone through him. Who else? Moose.
Sounds like my nephew, by the way.
What?
Everything
goes through. Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk. I will just before you move on, because I don't want to leave this on screen for ages. Philip says there are 12 teams currently active. I'm not going to get anything right today, am I? 11 teams in the Gibraltar National League, so I did get that right. Hound Dogs, you ain't nothing but under 23 dogs at the moment. There are calls for them to join the Senior League. I think of all the names of teams in Gibraltar, Hound Dogs is the worst. I think the ginger lad playing for Europa Point today is John Stewart. Good surname. Scottish lad who was formerly on the books of Rochdale. Thank you, Philip.
John Stewart. That was my Scottish. Sorry. Do you know what I thought he actually looked like? Not Elliot Whitehouse, the other one that played for United, the young lad, centre back. What was his name? I can't remember. It was in our video a while back. That's going to annoy me now. Ginger Lad, I will find it before we go on much further. But yeah, as soon as I saw his face, I thought he looked like him. That's going to really let me know in the comments. People will know exactly what I mean in the comments. Ginger Lad played centre back for United in that seat. Terry Kennedy, there we go. Thank you very much, Kyle. I knew someone will get me there.
Sorry, I wasn't even listening to you.
It looked like Terry Kennedy. It's a good job other people are, then, isn't it, mate? There's a lot of people listening to us, so thank you very much for the support today, guys. We know it's only a friendly. It's the first friendly of the season, but we really appreciate it.
I'm reading tweets from Patrick Sufo. Sorry. I've got my priorities all over the place.
Yeah, we don't want him here anymore, do we? Priorities in the bin. Let's just... Nah, I'm only joking, mate. Love you, really. You don't want to be back now, do you? You don't want to be back now, do you?
So I'm still reading tweets. Yeah, so
I know you are.
You were picking your 3 standout players, please.
So we got Didsey. Moose, after he scored, looked like he was a bit more lively. I don't think he's particularly played well, though. Give it to Egan and Norwood for the assist and the goal, because there's not a lot to pick from there. I thought we were poor for, especially the first 25 minutes, coming up to 30 minutes. But then we had the drinks break, some numbers as well, I reckon.
Bobby, how long, Bobby, was it until you figured that out, honestly?
What?
Bobby put that on screen.
Bobby.
And then he went, oh, no, I get the joke. Harvey, you're going to have to get up a lot earlier to catch us out, honestly. Or at least come up with a name that hasn't been used before.
Not to catch Bobby out, though.
No, to catch Bobby out, you can put any name you like, and he'll put it on screen. Did you see the Sky Sports News tweets from Steve Gerrard? After Rangers lost to Tranmere, he said, "We won't tolerate weak and soft challenges," or something along the lines. The Lundstrom effect, the Lundstrom curse is real, and I can't tell you how happy it makes me. I don't have a dog in the Celtic Rangers fight. I hope they both implode, but it's quite nice to see, after the grief that my buddy Nick got from Rangers fans who weren't very nice to him, I'm pleased that they lost today.
So yeah, I don't think it wasn't necessarily saying anything bad about what I said. They just didn't believe that Lundstrom could have down tools, but we know better, don't we?
I think that they're accusing you of lying, and you watched him every game he's played for Sheffield United. So
yeah,
it bothered me.
I don't think there's anything that I said on there that other Sheffield United fans wouldn't have said. So I'm fine with it. I'm just annoyed with them for being absolute ignorant a-holes.
Egan does always score in July. That's a great shout.
Does he?
He scored against Burnley in July. Scored against
of course, yeah.
Wolves in July. Scored against Europa Point in July. Nick, that one wasn't even too long ago.
No, that was very recent, wasn't it? And it was a great header. It was an excellent header. It's a pity that he didn't do more of them last season, or any of them last season.
You were going through your 3.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I've just stop putting this on me. They were all rubbish, in all honesty. Didsey played well. Egan, great header for the goal. Moose took his goal well as well. They've all played mediocre, some worse than others.
If I'm Rhian Brewster, I do not want to come off at half-time because he hasn't proven himself at all in that half, whereas the others can probably all go off and say, yeah, particularly Didsey, on you go, lads, second string, have a go.
Definitely. And the thing is, Chris Wilder, if he was still the manager, or Hecky Bum, if they were still the managers, they would probably have left him on and tried to get him that goal. But Slav's got absolutely... he doesn't... I'm guessing all he cares about is who's played well on the pitch. Like, he doesn't care that he costs 20-odd million. He'll have him on bench. Like... He wants to keep on the players that are going to do well. And if he's going to keep missing chances, he's not going to get a game.
Yeah, Bobby's got a picture he's holding up. Can I put you on screen, Bobby? There we go. Move you. There we are. That's a picture that was taken by Himalayan Joe.
Himalayan Joe.
Bobby,
what's that on, Bobby?
Detail, doesn't he?
It's on Twitter.
On
what's his real name? Yeah, because that'll tell us his real name.
Well, I don't know. It's on Sheffield United's Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So maybe he is a Sheffield United dude.
I think
probably
it
not.
is. I just
Himalayan.
don't know why he's wearing a weird hat.
Well, it's hot there in the sun. You know, it's sensible. It's a sensible. Maybe. It's a sun hat, Bobby. That's what it is.
True.
Yeah, but Bobby's got such great hair that he doesn't know why you would need a sun hat, Hal. We do.
God, I wish I had that hair.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's a great head of hair. Bobby in the background, he does look glorious. You're not wrong, Sam. Bobby, thank you for that. Loving your Gibraltar top as well. Keep working behind the scenes, bringing us that breaking Himalayan Joe news.
We'll do.
When we go back, can you pop the scorers on screen as well for those that have just joined us, please? Bob Baldino.
What I will say, Hal, is that I tried to do a little bit of research on the Europa Point earlier on. Went on their Twitter.
How did that go? You figured out their name?
Yeah, just about. And I looked on their Twitter, and the only thing that they've done in the last 2 days is retweet a Sheffield United video.
I noticed that as well, yeah.
I might get in touch with them and say, do you want me to do your Twitter? Actually, no. Do you want Hal to do your Twitter? Because Hal lives on Twitter right now, don't you, Hal?
Yeah, they got more followers than us, so I'm not sure they've taken me up on that.
Only just, mate.
Still they
I expect him to have loads, but obviously not.
Can you do us a favour if you're watching this and you don't follow us on Twitter? Can you rectify that, please? Can
I also plug my second YouTube channel, Hal?
No. Those are the scorers at the bottom. Egan on 34 and Mousse on 42. Yes, of course you can.
So nasty. I bring you in from the cold, and all you do is give me grief. All I will say is I've started a new YouTube channel. If you could go over and subscribe to it, I would really, really appreciate it. I'll just stick a link in the comments. All it is me reacting to different things. So if you want to go and subscribe to it, I would really, really appreciate it. That is all. A video has just come out this second. So it's me reacting to the US in-betweeners. So anyway, that's that. That's that done. Done, dusted. Go over, subscribe, come straight back. Would appreciate it. Is that okay, Hal?
Yeah. Britnick, it is excellent.
Yes. Love that. It's getting there. It's getting
Johnny
there.
Speaking for the nation.
How can we can hide it, but how can we ban him forever? No, I wouldn't do that.
We wouldn't do that to you. So let us know your thoughts in the comments of what you made of that first half. Also, who you think should play second half. And the thing we always absolutely love is to hear, we haven't had it from everyone yet, where you're watching in the world. Philip has said not a lot of Gibraltarian teams are that active online. It's mostly the big teams and those involved in European competition. Football Gibraltar and the Gibraltar Chronicle Sports are the best bets for news there. I got to know the Gibraltar Chronicle people quite well because I was managing a radio station when I was in Gibraltar, and they were obviously quite interested in that. So, got to know them really, really well. It was incredible actually meeting the guys from the Gibraltar Chronicle who write the articles and then also take the newspaper to Morrison's to sell as well. I thought that is, you wouldn't get James Shield doing that, like literally physically taking all the papers to the supermarkets. But it's a different world, isn't it? It's a different place, and I absolutely love it. Nick is off to get himself a second beverage. If you are just joining, it is 2-0 to United. John Egan scored the first goal, which was a bullet header after a corner on the left-hand side from Ollie Norwood, who's been taking corners on both sides. Really great delivery. One of his better corners. Last season, his set pieces were poor. We know that Oliver Norwood had a bad season. We need him to step it up this season because, of course, we don't know what's going to happen with Sander Berge. And personally, I hope that Sander Berge stays. There's been rumours that 2 clubs are interested in taking him on a season-long loan, Atalanta and Napoli. Not having that. The second goal was a through ball. Lys Mousset, just onside on the shoulder of the defender, actually looked like Lys Mousset of old. He showed the pace and also had the composure. It was a cool finish, right foot into the bottom left-hand corner across the goalkeeper for Europa Points, who actually has been all right. Daniel Tudela, we expect him to be replaced by Jake Victor in the second half. James Phipps tuning in from the good old US of A. Good to hear from you.
Some people would think that that's Jim Phipps, Hal.
I mean, it could be. Jim is often a nickname for James, but who am I to assume?
It's definitely Jim Phipps because I can see his photo right there. So.
Yeah, he's got the same face as Jim Phipps, but Nick, you're still jumping to conclusions, and I think that's very dangerous.
Yeah, because his middle name might not start with a D, so who knows?
Who knows? We just don't know.
We just don't know. Thank you, Jim, for being here, by the way. We really appreciate it.
I have to say, Jim is a tremendous supporter of the Sheffield United way. I actually wish we had known Jim a long time ago, because it would have been great. I think we would have been able to help each other mutually.
Yeah, definitely. Everything you say sounds weird.
Well, it's not meant to. I just think we are we are quite good at. I need to be delicate here, don't I, Nick? Sometimes we may get asked to promote things in a certain way. How's that?
Really bad.
I made it worse, didn't I?
I think we should just stop talking about that. We really appreciate Jim being here and being a fan of the channel. We are a fan of you, Mr. Jim Phipps, too. AKA, there we go, Hal.
It's Jim
Has that cleared it up for you?
Yeah. I just want to move on from what I said earlier in case anyone can read into what that actually meant. Second half team is Jake Eastwood in goal, Gorgeous George at right back, Kyron Gordon. Also, we've got Lapata the Pole, Sariki, Max Lowe, Slater, Broadbent, Luke Freeman, Freezy, Tyler Smith, and Daniel
Lafferty. Oh, got it
Daniel
wrong.
Lafferty.
Daniel Lafferty. Love Daniel Lafferty.
Underrated. So let's try and work this formation out, Nick. I know you're about to ask me something totally unrelated, but yeah, I'm seeing players that don't make sense. So we need to work this out.
Okay. Wait for it to come back round because I'm reading it off the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I need as well.
Jake Eastwood in goal. That makes sense. That makes total sense.
Baldock's not playing at right wing back then. He's playing at centre back.
Yeah, Sariki at right wing back then. Kyron Gordon, Lapata.
Casper, Lapata. Lowe must be playing left wing back. Slater, Broadbrett and Freezy in the middle. Up front, Smith and Jebison.
I'm going to really struggle knowing who's who. Couldn't even tell that they were Jaden Bogle at the other side of the pitch. How am I supposed to know which one Broadbent is?
Well, he's the one that isn't Regan Slater. We'll do it like that.
All right, okay, cool. I do know who Regan Slater is.
There's nothing I would give for that water right now. I have got that much left to last me the whole second half.
Go now. That's why I ran off. So why don't you go now and I'll carry on. I don't know where. Oh, there it is. Oh, we're back. We're back going. I didn't even realize. We're back going. Oh my god! And he's gone. I didn't even realize. Right. Okay. Let's get into this. So we are 48 minutes on the clock. 48 minutes 10 as a time check right now. We are what seems to be on the break. No, we're not. There we go. My stream's gone all over the place. Sorry, guys. Right. Okay. So Europa Point are on the ball. It's going to be difficult. This really, really difficult. A lot of players that we haven't seen too often. So it's going to be quite difficult. Lots and lots of youngsters, which is what we like to see. I'm a big, big fan of Zach Brunt too. What a player he's going to be in his career. Regan Slater, I think that is. Straight in there. Love that a lot. I think we're going to see a lot of these youngsters trying to break into the team this season. So really, really excited to see this. I don't think George Baldock will like to be playing kind of like as the second right back, if you like. I know that's not necessarily what he's going to be this season, but the fact that he's coming on when there are all the youngsters out there, I don't think he's going to really like that. Anyway, what a great ball through. Cut back. And he said, oh my God, it's an open net. I think it was played slightly behind whoever that is. That could be, I don't know, Broadbent maybe. Oh, God. Hal, come back. I don't know who that was. You just missed an open net. It's definitely not Jefferson.
I was downstairs. What do you expect me to say?
Who's up front? Oh, it's Smith.
Right, it's Brunt, not Broadbent.
What do you mean?
Brunt. Zach Brunt's playing, not Broadbent.
Right, okay. It did say Broadbent before, didn't it?
There's a chance shot off the line.
Oh my God, what's going on here?
Tyler Smith off the line, and then they're back in again. 49-57, Nick, if you want to be on the same time as me.
You're behind.
Okay, right. So I've just seen that.
There we go. Right, I've just paused it for a second.
No, I'm going to get back up to live. You go back to live.
All right, okay. We're all over the place a little bit here. Sorry, guys. But we're all over him. We've started the second half certainly better than we started the first half. Let's put it that way.
I'm on 50-25. How's that?
I'm on 50-30. So just refresh your stream again, mate.
Okay, I'm there. Main thing is, I got Aguas in gas, so we're all good.
That's the main thing, like you say. Is it Tyler Smith up top then?
Yeah, Tyler Smith up top with Daniel Lafferty here.
Tyler, he was the one that had the missed the open net, but I think it was behind him.
Yeah, I saw it because I was on a delay, and it was a great chance. Cleared off the line. He was the lad who was on loan at Bristol Rovers.
Yeah, I think so.
And did all right. The fans seem to appreciate him, and I think he's a bags man.
Good. That's what we like to hear. We've got too many strikers, aren't we? That's the thing. So
we've got 11 strikers if you include the youth players. We've got too many. The entire squad is bloated. Yet all I see online is Blades fans saying, "Got to spend money," and we actually need to sell players. This is like when Howard Kendall took over. We need to trim the squad or stick with what we got.
You know what's going to happen, though? Once Slav starts selling players, everyone will be like, oh, yeah, but the Prince said that we wouldn't be selling players. It's like, we've got to sell players. We've got to get some. It's like
got to get the numbers down.
Nigel Clough as well. When Nigel Clough.
It's like Nigel Adkins as well.
Nigel, it was Weir, then Clough, then Adkins. They all kind of kept buying players, didn't they? And that's when Chris Wilder had to trim the squad.
Yeah. Here's a chance. On the left-hand side, Daniel Jebison. Is he going to get a chance to get a cross in? Back to... Well, we love the fact that Zach Brunt's involved. Daniel Jebison, formerly our Sweet Prince.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore. Unfollowed us on Twitter. And you know what? I'll just say this, Daniel Jebison. You know, we can be the best thing that's ever happened to you, or the worst.
Why are you doing weird things? Saying weird things again. Saying weird things.
I'm joking. We will support Daniel Jebison. He is going to be an absolutely wonderful footballer. I wish him nothing but the best.
I wish him slightly less than every other Sheffield United player because he unfollowed us. Do you know what? If he didn't dangle that follow in front of us by following us and unfollowing us.
He didn't just follow us, mate. He interacted. Like, he was chatting to us. He was liking my book, which, by the way, is still available. It's called All Hollow, and it's set in Gibraltar.
You didn't even ask if you could plug your book then. I asked if I could plug my YouTube channel.
If I can't plug my book about Gibraltar on the one time we play a team from Gibraltar, when am I going to plug it?
Love it.
By the way, there's 2 characters in the book named after former Blades. So, you know. Whoa. What's that noise? My wife's just printing something. He's come out of the printer upstairs and scared the life out of me.
By the way, I've got a feeling that Himalayan Joe is going to be at the other side now, taking pictures of us scoring goals, won't he? Is he there?
Well, we won the toss and we're kicking towards the Cop end.
Yeah, the Himalayan Joe end.
Well, there's their version of the Cop Thorn, I think, that they got back there. So that's why it's called the Cop end. And I think an advert for Villas on the top of the hillside.
There you go.
Are we on the same time? I'm on 53.50.
Yeah, bang on.
Lovely stuff. Here's a chance on the right-hand side to get that ball in the cross. It's not a bad delivery at all. Must be surely cleared.
Annoying.
4 minutes. The Blade should have made it. 3 from Freezy.
Yeah, can't wait to see more of him this season. I think he's going to be great.
I've put a prediction on Twitter that he will have a big season with comparisons drawn to the likes of Mark Duffy.
Oh, love that. Yeah, we want to see that. By the way,
shoes to fill.
Yeah, or little shoes, because he was a little tiny weeny man. But it doesn't matter. He was he was a wizard, wizardry, a wizard, let's just say.
He was a wizard. He is someone that does still follow us and is great.
Mark Duffy?
Yeah.
Still don't think he follows us.
Follows you, doesn't he?
No, I don't. We're just
chatting. Not? Oh.
Shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Anyway, let's move on from that.
Oh, glad we got rid of him.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad you just brought that up. Yeah, that was great. Thanks for that.
I didn't say what the conversation was about. That's still secret.
Yeah. And let's hope it'll stay secret until the end of this game.
It's big news, though. Right.
Stop it.
Hey, all I'll say is you want to make sure you subscribe this season. Some big things coming. Big things.
Right. Just remember, every single time you say something on a live stream, you come off, you message me and say, shouldn't have said that, should I?
Yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah. I've given a lot away. Right, 55-26, chance on the edge for a shot. Finish. Oh, he didn't wait for it to drop, did he?
He got excited, didn't he? Got excited.
He really did. Yeah, that was Lapata, Casper, the pole. He should have waited for it to drop a little more. Now, he does follow me, so he is...
Does he?
Yeah, he is great. And we had a little chat earlier this week. He's great.
Until he gets into the first team, and then he'll follow you.
There's a few lads that are the youngsters that follow me on Twitter. Oliver Arblaster. Arblaster? That's how you say it, isn't it?
Don't know.
Yeah. Frankie Maguire.
Frankie Maguire. Unfollowed us on Instagram.
Did he?
Yep.
God, these kids.
Awkward.
These
Zach
kids
Brunt.
today.
Zach Brunt, Bobby.
Zach,
Still
give us a
there?
thumb. Is he still following us, Bobby?
Zach is still following us. I can confirm.
Our sweet prince.
Our sweet prince.
Yeah,
until he gets into the first team properly.
Yeah.
And then I think if you've played one Premier League game, you're not allowed to follow us.
Jebbo literally started following us after his first goal in the Premier League.
Yeah.
All right, we're making this very in now. I think we need to broaden this. We're narrow casting rather than broadcasting. First rule of broadcasting: don't talk about your Twitter account. Great tackle. Here's a chance for the Blades on the break, approaching the 58th minute. Oh, it's a good interception. The ball goes out for a throw-in on the right-hand side, and it is incisive, quick passing. This second string really looking like they want to impress. You can actually see Slavisa Jokanovic marshalling the troops on the side. He did another pass there, the two best passes of the game.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm liking looking at these. That's going to sound really weird. Now, just going to say I'm liking looking at these youngsters.
Oh, Lapazza with the rollover. That's brilliant.
Hello.
Oh, then he got in the way. Unlucky lad. Unlucky. He did really
Chrissy
well.
a young Chrissy Basham there.
He could be. I mean, he's certainly a similar frame.
Yeah, and getting forward there looked really, really comfortable on the ball there.
Looked very cultured and comfortable. That's excellent defending from Max Lowe. The first time I've ever said that.
He's that Kieran Gordon next to him as well on the left. Is he left-footed, Kieran Gordon?
Good question. Well presented.
You don't know. Okay, no worries. I thought you were big on the youngsters. Obviously not.
We do know Gorgeous George playing. Nice tan as well on him. At centre back, he tries to find.
Ooh. Is that your keeper?
Tyler Smith. Yeah, it's the young keeper, Jake Victor, I believe his name is.
Big fan of his, aren't you?
Jake Victor is a keeper that is supposedly Europa Point's best player. I've heard anyway. Right.
Well, let's see. I thought the first half goalkeeper did well as well. That's a great turn from that Europa Point. I'm going to say Europa Park. That's not the name. Great turn from that player there.
Fun fact: Europa Park is a amusement park in Mallorca.
That's why I got it confused. See,
have you been there?
I'm always there. Every other weekend.
Really? Even at the moment, it was an amber country. You're as bad as Katie Price. Shot comes in. It goes wide. It looked like that was in, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It looked like for all the world like that had gone in the back of Jake Eastwood's net.
I'm going to be honest, though. I don't think Jake Eastwood's going to have a lot to do in this second half.
Well, no, I actually don't know why you bothered changing the keepers because League One West didn't have anything to do.
He did. He certainly did, didn't he? At that point where they cut us open.
But that was offside.
Yeah, but he still had to make a save, which he did.
Fine. Right,
Still
he did make yeah, you're not wrong. That's a terrible pass from the young 14-year-old. And that's good play from Max Lowe. Lovely ball. What a great pass. Tyler Smith, he's in on goal. He's got to score. He does.
Oh, what a finish.
What a brilliant goal. The assist from Max Lowe, and you know what time it is.
Ale. Get in.
3-0.
That's a great finish, that.
For those just joining us and who have perhaps missed the fact that the team has completely changed, Eastwood, Baldock, Gordon, Lapata, Sariki, Lowe, Slater, Brunt, Freeman, Smith, who scored, Jebison.
Yeah, can we just take a moment to appreciate that ball from Max Lowe? What a ball that was, right into his feet, one-on-one goal. Can't get a better assist than that.
Ball of the season.
To be honest, To be honest, though, it was poor defending, wasn't it? Because he was stood all on his own. But it was a great pass, great find, and a great finish.
Ukrainian defending, but ball of the season. This cameraman, have we swapped cameramen? This guy's all over the shop.
He's loving life. He's constantly boom, 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 boom.
He's been on the sangria.
He definitely has.
Oh, good play from George Baldock, getting that ball into Daniel Jebison, who shows
he's
neat
too
feet.
good.
Tries to find Sariki, but it's a decent challenge from the Europa point lad, and there's an offside in that, so it won't be a corner. But good play. Jebison looking lively.
He was, yes, definitely was there. He's just too good, Daniel Jebison. The thing is...
He's too good for follow us.
Do you know what with Daniel Jebison? A lot of people were saying, he needs to go on loan next season. He will rip it up in any other league. Like, the only way is down, surely, when you're loaning someone out. You don't want to loan anyone to a club in the same league. You're not going to loan up. So in League One, I don't see any point in him going there. He's too good for League One. We want to keep him. He's going to score goals in the Championship for me.
Can I play devil's advocate?
No. Anyway,
okay.
So... no, I'm joking. Go on.
The one thing lacking in Jebison's game is his strength, his physicality, and going down a few leagues would strengthen him in the men's game. So that's the only way I'd say that would maybe benefit him.
And let's be honest, goals will benefit him, and he will score goals in League One. But at the same time, I feel like in the next 2-3 seasons, we need to go up. We'd love to go up the next season, but we need to go up. So why would you loan someone out who's probably better than a couple of the strikers that you've got at the club already?
Well, because we've got 12 strikers. Is he going to be one of the first choice 4? That's the question.
I thought it were 11 earlier. It keeps going up.
I think after seeing Casper Lapata roam forward, I'm sticking the lad up front. Chris Morgan at Homes of Palace style.
Well, we all know League One Wes isn't a goalkeeper, so he could be a striker as well. So we could be talking about 14 strikers here.
At least 15, yeah. But I don't think that's a stupid point about Jebo maybe muscling up. Let's see by Christmas if he's played 10 games, and if he hasn't, I'd send him on loan in the January window to a League One side. A side that's doing well, not a side where he's not going to get chances, a side that creates things.
I don't think he needs it. Look at us last season. We didn't create a lot. And look what happened. He was getting involved straight away as soon as he came on the pitch. I don't think it needs to be someone that creates chances, because I feel like he's a player that could pick the ball up and run at players who doesn't necessarily need the ball, because we don't want the ball put on his foot in the 6-yard box. Anyone can do that. We want to see him develop into a better player. So
here's a chance with a mistake at the back for 4. Hits it.
Freeman. Luke Freeman. Took too long.
Should have done better there. Yeah, got to be honest. Should have done better there. The Europa point defence read it really well. They saw the initial jink and they recognised he was going to have the second shot, and he did. 63-45, an entirely different second 11 for the Blades. Luke Freezy Freeman on this left-hand side to take the corner, which he does. It's not a good corner. I don't know why you'd have someone taking that corner with that foot on that side.
No, I don't. And that's what we did in the first half as well. Good cutback, but nobody there. Ball going out for a corner. Another corner.
You don't want a left footer taking a corner on the left.
No, you don't.
The other way around. That was an outswinger that went so far out, it landed outside the penalty box. Here we are again with another corner on the other side, and I think it's going to be Luke Freeman again, but on this occasion, it will make sense. And I'm going to call it now, Nick. He's done it. He's done it short. Forget it.
You were going to say it's a good goal, didn't you?
Yeah, but not if you play it short. We never score when we play it short. And now we're gone all the way back to our own half here.
Do you want to give it? Yeah. Do you want to give it back to goalkeeper as well? Yeah. No. Okay. Right.
Stop. I thought Slavica Kanovic was going to be one of the first managers we've ever had who would not allow short crap corners.
Yeah, well, you never know, do you? It might be the player's decision, because they do that sometimes.
Well, they do that, don't they, though?
Yeah, exactly.
That was my Scouse impression. We've got enough Scousers in the team.
That was terrible.
Oh, they do, though, don't they, though?
Well, we've got rid of one anyway. That's great. That's great news.
Hopefully the curse has been lifted. We can feel it. We're winning. Lundstrom has gone. And now Tranmere are beating Rangers.
Yeah. Tranmere, they're not even in League Two, are they? Are they in conference?
They're in the comments. They didn't get promotion last season after sacking their manager just before they got in the playoffs. Who'd do that, eh, Kevin McCabe?
But let's be honest, though, Rangers, it's about their level, isn't it, playing against a team in the conference and losing.
You can tell that we liked Rangers before Nick had to do a video on one of their channels, and the language on them. Whew. Anyway,
do you know what? I played that video for Charlotte, and she was like, "Turn it off. I can't understand a word they're saying." So there you go. A lot of can't kick their own arse. I've never heard that saying before in my life until about all three of them. All three of them said the exact same thing as well. It was like, "Come on, get a different opinion, lads."
I've never heard that. Here's a chance.
Oh, what a ball!
Not a good touch from Sariki in the box. It's a chance to clear for Europa Point. If you're wondering who the Europa Point players are, so are we. Also, I don't want to have a go at Rangers fans, particularly or Scottish people, because I am from Dundee in Scotland. Spent the first 6 years of my life in Scotland, then went back to Scotland when I was 18. I like it so much. So don't think we're bashing Scotland. I think that's important to mention.
No, we're just bashing those three guys, really. Now, I've got nothing against Rangers other than signing Lundstrom and those three guys. Other than that, we're not against Rangers at all, but everybody's come off for another water break. So shall we have a water break, Hal? Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. My dears. Here we go.
Cheers, my dears.
What have you made of this then, Blades? I think that we can comfortably say Sheffield United are going to win this. Tyler Smith looked very comfortable with that third goal, a really tidy finish. I was impressed in the first half with David McGoldrick. Is that dog again, Nick?
Oh, it's the dog. I've just muted myself.
Oh, right. Sorry. I thought
the dog went, though. The dog did go, so
right,
we're good.
Good.
We're good. Doug, welcome to the channel, mate. Thank you very much for joining us. Liverpool fan, coming to watch a Sheffield United channel when we're playing against one of the worst teams in the world, as Hal said earlier. Thank you, Doug. Really, really appreciate it. Hal said that Europa Point are the worst club in history of football, and they shouldn't be a club anymore.
A quick mention of Slav's new backroom staff, Marco Cesarini, 43, head of first team medical services. He's Italian, formerly at AC Milan.
No.
Chima Sands, you might know his brother, comic. No one likes him. First team coach, he's Spanish, 51, previously at Valencia. Rafa Cristobal, first team head of performance, 48, also Spanish, previously worked at Real Valladolid.
That was special. That was one of your best jokes.
No, I can't claim that.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
What minute are we in? We're in the 69th minute. It is actually 68-42 to be precise. It is Sheffield United 3, Europa Point 0. A lot of these Europa Point players are pushing for contracts. They are trialists. Europa Point are a club that give young Spanish, Gibraltarian and English players a second chance after they've perhaps fallen away or not developed quite as quickly with their first clubs.
It's great to see. It really is. And what else is great to see, Hal?
We've
gained about 50 subscribers since we started this. We're
only
on
150 away.
200.
Only 200 away. Quick maths. I can't do maths.
204 subscribers away. We're on 12,796. So
please help us
brilliant.
Get there. Get your mum, your dad, your granny, your auntie, your brother and sister to sign up.
And before you go to Waterloo, make sure you subscribe to this channel.
And can I introduce you, please? Are you going to finish it?
Oh, no, I wasn't. No, I've done my bit.
Good luck to Ingerland as well. Tomorrow, if you are going, I know we have people watching who've already mentioned that they are going to the game. Please do me a favour. Don't boo the Italian national anthem. It'll only rile them up and make them want to win even more. Let's show that we're better than that.
I've never understood that one little bit. It's so disrespectful.
I don't care about that. It will genuinely annoy them and they'll want to really beat us. And if we don't boo it, they'll be so surprised that the fans haven't booed it. Do you know what? They'll be, we're all taken aback. And that first 30 seconds, we hit them. We score early.
Did you do that in a Scottish accent then?
Yeah, I got too excited.
Is that to annoy the Scottish fans? That was quite good, that,
No.
wasn't it?
Getting what I mean here. Right, here's Sariki after this H2O break. A chance on the right-hand side, and it is going to be cleared for a throw-in to the Blades. Sariki at the moment not being able to beat his man yet. Freezy barking the orders as we see to Regan Slater, who's playing in that defensive midfield role. Takes a good touch and a lovely turn. Spent last season on loan at Hull City. That's a very short pass, what you call a hospital pass.
Yeah. He's done really well there,
Gordon's done brilliantly to redeem that pass, if anything.
Yeah, the Sheffield Maldini, as many people call him.
The pass, by the way, that was short came from Zach Brunt, but as he still follows us.
Yeah, still follows us.
Yeah, then it was actually a brilliant pass and exactly what he intended to do.
It was incredible, actually. He knew that Kyron Gordon had that in his locker. So like, I'm going to make Kyron Gordon look really good here.
To help him.
Hospital ball, dink, dink, round him. Everyone loves him.
Yep, and now Slav's made a little note in his book. Kyron Gordon can handle the hospital pass.
Yeah. Do you want to answer this question, Hal?
Well, I am not looking at that screen. I'm just watching the game.
Oh.
So you might
Who's
have
Lapata?
Kasper Lapata is a Polish defender who was previously at Brighton and Hove Albion, who follows yours truly on Twitter, so knows his onions. He's a centre-back. He's wearing number 5 today. He is extremely tall, and there's been comparisons made by some in the know that he's of a similar disposition and ability to Christopher Basham.
That's what we like to see, isn't it?
Ball in the box. Tyler Smith goes down, not under a challenge, just trips.
There was more contact there than Sterling, I think, the other night.
Oh, certainly. Back to Freezy. However, England should have had a penalty in the 90. The ref was poor overall, and that Denmark free kick should never have been given, so I don't want to hear any conspiracy theories or whining.
Not just that, the two walls as well. That was a thing. So but we're not getting into that way.
We're not getting into that. Yeah, 2 balls. I personally prefer 2 balls on my person. Ball crossed in. Chance at the far post should be. What a lovely shot. It's taken a deflection. What a goal that would have been. We're on 72.50. Himalaya Joe getting the good shots of the worms there. But what a chance for Max Lowe. Oh, great football. Let's see what we can do from this corner, which is going to be taken on the right-hand side. Let's hope we don't see another short corner from Luke Freeman.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, mate. Going from right wing back to left wing back, I love that. I've always loved that from a Chris Wilder side. So it's nice to see it from a Slav side too.
Ball comes in. It's at the far post. Much better corner this time. It's met in the air, but it's just too high. And Sariki couldn't head it down. I've loved the switching of pass from fullback to fullback since the Nigel Spackman days of Wayne Quinnan. Vass, saviour of the universe.
I don't think that was ever said, was it?
I said it, dick.
Well, I didn't. What did you just say then? Of the advice that everybody in the world heard.
Substitution for Europa point. I think we can all agree. Seen a really good performance there from those lads, and they can go off to a Gibraltarian biscuit.
Oh, here we go. We're in. Luke Freeman, lovely ball into Jebbo. It's too far away. Ball on the left-hand side. I don't know who that is. Lovely ball to Zach Brunt. No, it's not Zach Brunt. I don't know. They're too far away. I'm sorry.
Here's Sariki on the right-hand side. I've got this. Does a nice little cut in. Gets into the box. On his weaker left, though, then decides to drop it back onto his right instead. Chance for that ball to be worked in, but it's a very poor touch from Zach Brunt, although I think he initially meant that. And then it's going to come back for a chance to Sariki. Can he get a shot away on his right? Turns past his man. Does. Hits the near post. Keeper doesn't get a touch on that. That just hit the post. So that is going to be a goal kick. Should have been 4, and he should have gone across the face. Yeah,
he should have done, but that was a very well worked chance as well, to be honest. And you know what? It's nice to see it's nice to see us keep the ball so well when this is a majority kind of youth team, isn't it? Really. So I love it. I'm loving seeing them. It is really our youth team against the Europa point team. So it's good to see.
Youth team and George Bulldog.
There's Max, George.
Max still counts as a youth player, doesn't he, Max Lowe? He's only, 23?
I don't think Freezy does, though, in all honesty.
Oh, yeah.
45 Freezy right now. Yeah, it's getting on a bit. So, no, there's three senior team members, if you take away Daniel Jefferson. and like Zach Brunt and that, who's actually had some sort of like being on the bench and playing an odd game or two. So yeah, there's 3 players you would say, but rest of them the majority are the youth team.
Here is Max Lowe, one of those senior players who got his first assist last season away at Burnley in the League Cup when he set up David McGoldrick in an ultimately failed attempt to get through. And that ball will be played through nicely. Sturicki will win a corner.
Oh, was that the right thing to do there?
Could he have gone down?
No, I weren't thinking that. I was thinking Jebo was going through and he left it to Sturicki and the defender just got in. I think Jebo would have got that first. Could have been, if Jebo would have gone on, he could have had a little back heel to Sturicki through 1-on-1. But who am I to tell them what to do?
Well, yes, they also can't hear you. Here's a corner from the right-hand side. Another good one. It's going to be, it should have been. I think that was Lapata. It was Lapata. He should have scored. And actually, he's done badly there. I don't think he expected it to fall to him because there were so many players in front of him, but he's got to do better there. 76-42. It is a goal kick. And Europa Point will bring it from the right-hand side. Second half's been better than the first, Nick.
Oh, yes, it has. Just have a look at this. You keep saying Zach Brunt's been subbed off. He's subbed off for George Rosewater, who's number 8. That's just come... What? Zach Brunt's gone off?
Zach Brunt has gone off and George Broadbent is on.
When did that happen? Okay.
That explains the poor passes from Zach Brunt because it's George Broadbent.
Because it wasn't him.
Our sweet prince has gone off. And you know what? This might have been when I was having a drink.
Well, yeah, that might have been in the drinks break.
It could have been in the drinks break, yeah.
Sturicki's down the right, plays it into Freeman on the right.
Oh, it's a good ball in as well, but there's no one there at that far post. Europa will just take that ball down and look to break. It's a poor ball, and Lapata will control it and cushion it nicely on his chest. I've been impressed with this lad so far. Yeah,
me too. He looks really comfortable on the ball. That's what you want from a defender.
Both feet, I've noticed as well. He did the previous pass with his left and that one with his right. That's a lovely ball to Sturicki. He's just it's going to be shepherded out.
Do you know what? I'm getting really frustrated with this because you can't tell who is who. But because Freeman's been on the right hand side for a lot of the kind of last couple of minutes, he's just going back over to the left hand side. But when you see someone on the right hand side, you don't expect it to be Luke Freeman. So you're like, think that's Freeman, and then he crosses it with his right, and you're like, is it really Freeman?
Rob made a really good point that when I made the 2 balls joke, we really should have done a Manscaped ad.
Damn it.
We are sponsored by Manscaped. Do head over to manscaped.com. Use the promo code TSUW, which is short for the Sheffield United Way, to get 20% off and free shipping. Because it comes on a ship.
It does. And Daniel Jefferson's going straight through the middle of the defence. Strike it.
Saved. It's going to be a corner. It's a good save. I can tell this keeper's a good keeper.
Yeah, nobody wanted to tackle him there, though.
Himalayan Joe not missing a chance to get another shot of the grass.
Oh, dearie me.
So 79.
Manscaped.com, Hal. Manscaped.com.
Yeah, let's get a little thing on screen. There we go. Manscaped.com. Use the code TSUW. 79% of dates say they're put off by nose hair. So, shave that. Here's a shot off the line. I'm glad that wasn't a goal. We'd replay that.
Was excellent from Max Lowe there and George Baldock, but George just put it out of play. It was a bit odd that Max Lowe seemed like he got it covered and George ran in front of him just to knock the ball out of play, which that's where it was going anyway. So
yeah, it's not actually great teamwork, that is it?
Not really. I thought George was coming across to clear it or go back to the goalkeeper, but he just ran it out of play.
It says to me, George thought, I've got to take control and take charge of this situation because I'm not sure Max is going to.
Possibly.
Is Sturicki trying to run this ball back to Jake Eastwood, who's going to get only a second touch of this game? I mean, he's been a passenger. We're on 80 minutes. Second half's flown by. First half was very ponderous and slow, but the pace and energy in the second half has been good. Of course, so much has happened. We completely missed Zach Brunt going off.
Yeah. in all honesty, I didn't enjoy the first half an hour.
No,
I thought
I
the
didn't.
first half an hour was really poor. But these youngsters have really kind of shown up the first team squad, you would say. Anyway,
Smith
Jefferson's
does
on the right hand side.
brilliantly to find Jefferson, who doesn't do brilliantly, and now
No.
Europa Point can get it clear, and they do quite comfortably. We're on 80-45. If you're trying to keep up with us, you can pause YouTube. That ball's pushed back. It's going to be a goal here. Surely no. The keeper gets it on the line. Jefferson made the tackle. The referee says he fouled his man. He didn't foul his man at all. That was there to go for.
Exactly. By the way, guys, if you're on Twitch, make sure you follow us. We're trying to build Twitch just as much as we're trying to build YouTube, but obviously YouTube is our main priority. But it would be great to get a few followers on Twitch and start building on there too, wouldn't it, Hal? You're a big Twitch fan, aren't you? You're constantly streaming on Twitch.
Well, I've got a Twitch. I don't know about the platform itself. I've just got something that bothers me every now and again. Ball tried to be played across the face there, nearly intercepted by Luke Freeman, but Europa Point will come forward on that right-hand side. They look to make their first real attack, and Jake Eastwood will get his third touch of the game. I've seen him on loan, actually, a couple of times, Eastwood. He had a nightmare start at Kilmarnock, where he got seriously injured. He was on loan at Grimsby. He's not had the career progression that I know a number of those involved at United would have hoped for such a promising young keeper. Maybe this is the season where he can really kick on, and we really hope that is the case.
Really hope so. I saw him play at Chesterfield, and I thought it was really good, and I thought he was going to be... I thought he was going to do really well. It was I think it was when David Brooks ran the whole length of the field and scored. I think he played that game, and he did really well, and I thought he was going to be one of the next big goalkeepers for United, but wasn't to be. Anyway, Hal, on screen right now, do you want to tell us how to pronounce this guy's name?
Right, am I going to look at that? Okay.
Sorry, I don't want to put you out or anything.
That would be Sword B.
Sword. Okay, let's go with Sword. Okay. There is going to be merchandise, isn't there, Hal?
New merch. We love saying the word merch. The new merch is something we're really going to push. Here is Sariki on the right-hand side. Chance to make it 4, but it's blocked. I've got to say, Sariki has been very unlucky with his balls in.
Yeah, with his balls in.
Manscaped.com, TSUW, 20% off with free shipping. It all comes on a big boat.
Just come on a big boat. We've also got the stuff we've used and stuff, and it's great.
We've used it on each other, haven't we? Sometimes, if it's a cold night.
It's not the late night show, Hal.
I'll shave Nick, and then he'll shave me, and we have a little cuddle.
It must be 10 p.m. somewhere, I'm sure. So
it's got to be, Kathmandu.
Yeah, I'm sure. Here we go. Lovely ball into. I'm not sure. I don't even know why.
Actually, if we're promoting Manscaped, we should probably also mention be 10 p.m. somewhere. Bangkok makes more sense. Ball chested back, caught well. Jake Victor's done well in goal because he's had more to do in this second half. He's kept that goal to just one goal that's actually passed him.
It was a one-on-one as well, weren't it? So you never expect the goalkeeper to save a one-on-one.
No, Tyler Smith did absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah, he did. Great finish.
I will just mention the Slavolution will be televised. First 3 championship matches at 8 p.m. kickoffs on Sky at 8 p.m. The date and kickoff time of our League Cup first round tie against Carlisle United is now confirmed. Chris Beech's Cumbrians will play at Bramall Lane on Tuesday, the 10th of August. Kickoff at 7:45 in the PM. We will have watch-alongs for the first 3 championship fixtures.
Yes, we will. I'm still not sure why you say Sky in a Manc accent, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure we'll get it all season.
Do you really want to know why?
Why?
Hey, you up in the sky, learning to fly. Tell me how high do you think you'll go before you start falling? Oasis.
I didn't recognise that song, I'll be honest.
Well, there'll be plenty of Oasis fans that will. When I was at school, you were either Blur or Oasis. I was Oasis. And you could tell I wasn't in a band because I can't sing.
Because you're mad old. That's why you know.
Oh,
that's why
I'm so mad for it.
I were more kind of Spice Girls and Hanson and
it doesn't surprise me.
Eiffel 65.
Yeah. Shandy drinker.
Shandy drink. You can't say anything to me about drinking drinks. Let's leave it there.
Say anything about drinking drinks.
You said I'm a shandy drinker, man. Actually, if anything, I drink too much, and you don't drink at all. So let's just leave it there.
Yeah, you've probably got an issue. Ball played out for throwing on the left-hand side. Now, if you do see Nick next season at a game, he does welcome you saying hello. Once COVID restrictions have been lessened, of course, you can actually go up and say hello. Nick doesn't like the handshake. He prefers the full open mouth kiss on the lips. So if you could
I was waiting for something weird.
Keep that tradition going. He'd really appreciate that if you see him next season.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for that.
It's all right.
And if you want to go down to Leafy Buckinghamshire, I will give you Hal's address. So just email the Sheffield United way at gmail.com.
Sariki, again, can't beat the first man, does get a corner. He needs to work on that crossing. He's got all the tricks, all the skill. I hate that sponsor, by the way, and I shouldn't say it, but on the shirt, it's too big.
Is Randok's a green logo as well, usually? Yeah,
that shouldn't be green. It works being white.
What I was going to say was somebody mentioned wait for United to ruin the new shirt with the green sponsor, like the Ramsdale's currency.
Yeah. No, it should be smaller and it shouldn't say health underneath. Here's the ball. Crossed in. Oh, it's met at the near post. Is it going to be flicked to the back? No, it hits the mesh. It's a mesh header.
I'm not sure what old Victor were doing there. He just threw himself to the floor.
Jake knows what he's doing.
Greatest ever Gibraltarian player. And he looks shocking, Hal.
The greatest ever Gibraltarian player is Super Lee Casciaro. Who put the ball in the Scottish net? Who put the ball in the Scottish net? Who put the ball in the Scottish net? Super Lee Casciaro.
That's a hard name to say as well, that.
Yeah, it is. I've interviewed him, actually. He is the nicest man, apart from Gus Ulenbeek and Paul Pesky-Salido and Carlos Saba and Lee Morris and Paul Devlin and Wayne Quinn. He is the nicest man.
We've really not interviewed anyone not nice yet, have we?
Oh, there's that one. Here is Freeman. Ball, chance, shot, Freeman. Oh, the ball from Tyler Smith is over the bar on 88 minutes. He should have kept that down, Tyler Smith, on his stronger foot as well. I think he rushed that, Nick.
He did definitely rush that, didn't he? The thing is, you can understand it from these young players, can't you? They're just eager to score. That's what happened with Lapata earlier on. They just want to score. They're just excited. And, it comes with experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to all of you, by the way, that have joined us for this watch along. Please don't make it your last. We really appreciate you being a part of it. We've loved all the comments.
Freezy on the edge. Inside, outside.
Gotta be. Oh, it's just missed by Jefferson. Wow.
We want to see a fourth goal.
Oh, it deserved a fourth. To be honest, I'm a bit embarrassed if we only beat Europa Point. I know it sounds terrible, but we should be beating them by a lot more than 3-0.
Is that because they're the worst team you've ever seen in your life?
I never, ever said that. But they get beaten by more than 3-0 in the Gibraltarian National League by part-time teams. So we should be beating them by more than 3-0. They conceded 10 to Europa FC.
Well, in all honesty, I think this second half we've created a lot more chances than in that first half, and we scored one less goal. So it's a bit gutting that for the young lads. It would have been nice if Jebo could have got a goal, Zach Brunt could have got an assist, but it's what it is. Hopefully we'll get another one here. George Bullock flicked over. Not good enough. Too much on it, and I think he was offside anyway.
All right, Nick, who starts up front opening night against Birmingham City up front?
Well, it's got to be Tyler Smith and Lee Smith, hasn't it, surely? I'll
tell you who it won't be.
Who won't it be?
Tyler Smith and Lee Smith.
I don't know, in all honesty. Billy Sharp.
Terrible error by Max Lowe. Sorry to interrupt. That's a great tackle. Wonderful running. Brilliant play from Max Lowe. Rolling back the years.
Play it. Oh,
terrible pass from Max Lowe, but he gets a break.
Oh, he's in. We're in. It's got to be
4. What have they done there?
What are they missing about that? Freeman took forever. Freeman took forever to cross that then.
He did. It stays at 3-0. The Blades playing well over the piece. Second half performance better than the first. Some impressive players. Lapata, Didsey. We saw moments from Max Lowe at the end that were encouraging. George Border didn't put a foot wrong. Lise Mousset will be happy. I think Ryan Brewster will have some questions still hanging over him. But overall, it's about getting miles in the legs. It's not about the results. Nick?
As you've just said that, Himalayan Harry has just commented saying McBurney and Brewster. A lot of people are saying McBurney and Brewster. They've been saying it for many, many months. And the thing is, Brewster was poor in this game, in my opinion. He didn't do anything for his cause, nothing for his cause. McBurney and Sharp both injured, coming back from kind of injury this season. And I want to see Sharp. I want to see Sharp start the first game. I don't care what anyone says. Sharp will score goals. I know you're looking at me like everyone looks at me like that. Like he's too old. He's in the shape of his life. I don't want to see us put Brewster and McBurney up top and then them do absolute bugger all.
Nick, we're in the Championship. We're expected to do well. Do you play Didsey in the hole with two up top?
Yeah, of course. I think, well, no, we're not doing that, are we? We're quite clearly playing one striker and then two either side of him in a slightly deeper role.
We didn't play that second half.
No, it's youngsters, though, isn't it? The youngsters
doesn't make any formation's the formation. I'm not sure we can read too much into that. Sharp and Jebison. Could that be? There we go. Himalayan Harry. Sharp and Jebbo. That for me.
Yeah, I like that.
You've got the youth of Jebison and you've got the wise old head leading him, teaching him, learning him. Also, if there's one thing Billy can teach, it's strength.
For a little guy.
Honestly, you'll never get me having a go at someone for being little.
No, but I'm just saying that he's a tank, isn't he? He's an absolute tank.
He is a tank. What is going on with Ryan Brewster? I genuinely, after watching this, I've been really his biggest supporter. And in the Premier League, it's really, really hard. He's playing against rank poor players today, and he looked like he couldn't at some stages put one foot in front of the other. I'm really starting to get concerned about our investment because the Blades could have used some nous and gone out to Europe and gone and got a striker for half the money of Brewster that would have scored enough goals to potentially make it interesting last season. We heard the players we were linked with. We've got a video on this channel. Why did Sheffield United get relegated? Save it to your watch later, where we go through the list of players that were apparently offered to Chris Wilder. One of them would have made a big difference. All cheaper than Ryan Brewster.
It's sad, really, because I think we all want him to do well. There's nobody that doesn't. But
Agreed.
He's not shown us anything. He's shown us that he can strike a ball.
I want him to do brilliantly. I want him to do superbly.
Every time he struck a ball, he's either gone straight at a goalkeeper or it's gone wide. So, like, other than that, I've not really seen anything else from him other than the fact that he can strike a ball and he's not found the back of the net at all. And I'm not one of these people that it's all about scoring goals, because the season before last, we didn't score many goals, but we finished 9th in the division. 9th when we played on Sky. So I just feel like I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with Brewster. I really don't know. He's not shown anything.
It's worrying.
It's really worrying because at least you want to see the effort. And that's what Jebbo was doing at the back end of last season. And then Brewster looked like he was putting in the effort as well. But maybe he's looked at this game and thought, I have to put effort in against Europa. Point. Good point. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, yep.
Can we get some more likes on the YouTube stream, please, guys? That would be brilliant. That would be great. We'd love 200 before we leave. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this game, Hal, for people that have only just joined us?
Yeah, it was a 3-0 win. The Blades rock on against the team from the Rock. I was pleased with the overall performance and disappointed with the scoreline. We've got to be putting these kind of teams to the sword. And the Blades didn't. And that's not what I wanted to see. We had John Egan opening the scoring with a header from a corner by Ollie Norwood in the first half on 34, which was drilled in, met it with the right-hand side of his temple and fired it back where it came, which is what you're always supposed to do. Then a lovely through ball, a tackle through ball, as far as I recall it, to Elise Mousset, who was just onside on the shoulder of the defender, used his pace and tucked it away beautifully. Really cool, calm, composed finish on 42. And the youngster Tyler Smith, who had a bit of a mixed second half. I felt he should have got a couple more, but he did take his goal on the hour very well. Nick, remind me of that one.
It was an excellent ball from Max Lowe. He got down on the left-hand side. Max Lowe had a really, really good second half. Obviously, only played in the second half, but got out of some tight situations where he could have kind of given the ball away. But for that goal in particular, he went down the left wing and he just saw him in oceans of space, Tyler Smith, and played a lovely lofted ball right into his feet, just for Smith to run onto and put in the back of the net, just to the right of the goalkeeper, the left of Tyler Smith. Great finish, just inside the post. I was a little bit worried because he seemed like he slowed down as he got towards the goalkeeper, like he was getting a little bit nervous, but tucked it away perfectly. But like you said, he did have a few chances today. One, he missed an open net, but it was behind him, so we can't really give him grief for that. We don't want to give him grief anyway, but we don't want to give him any grief for that because it wasn't the perfect ball for him to put in the back of the net. But he definitely could have had a couple more, like you said.
I'm just looking back through these results that Europa Point have had, and I'll just read out some of these recent results. These are all losses: 3-0, 7-0, 4-0, 6-0, 10-0, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 6-1. They scored a goal. 3-0, and they only lost 2-1 to Boca Juniors, which isn't too bad. That is Boca Juniors of Gibraltar. We only beat them 3-0.
Yeah, it's poor. It really is poor. I think it's more. I would say it's more poor on the first half team because that was not far off full strength, Sheffield United, and
maybe.
And we didn't really create much chance. We scored 2 goals, one from a corner, which was nice to see because I'm not sure we scored any from corners last season. Maybe a short corner, but not from.
We did.
From who?
Manchester United.
Sorry, yeah, one. Sorry, one goal.
Who was the standout youngster for you today, Nick? And then we'll leave people to it.
Lapata. Yeah. I thought it was great on the ball. Looked big and strong. Had a chance to score a goal as well. Put it over the bar with a volley. Unlucky, like we said while we were commenting on it. He just didn't let it drop, did he? You expect that from a young lad, and especially someone who's a defender as well. Because when you're a defender, you don't get those opportunities every kind of 10 minutes like strikers sometimes do. So he did slash at it, but he was excellent. He brought the ball out of defence really, really well. I said in the commentary that I likened him to Basham, and he did feel like that big, lanky lad, lanky in a nice way, but really good on the ball. And you said, didn't you, both footed? That's what we like to see.
Really good at the back. Thank you, Blade Paul, becoming a member. We haven't quite raised the funds from our super subscribers today to pay for Bobby's stream. Sorry, Bobby. So if you would like to donate in the chat, we haven't made any money on YouTube for over a month. So
I think it's about a year. That would be brilliant. We need a year's worth of money from everyone.
Marco saying we're being a bit harsh. Marco, I lived in Gibraltar in 2019. I saw Europa Point up close. I'm not being harsh enough.
Yeah, thought we played well. I'm not sure we did, to be honest.
We did play well.
The youngsters played well. The
point I'm making is Europa Point are awful. I don't know if I can actually compare them with a club side in England because it would be a non-league side.
Maybe my 7-a-side team.
Yeah, probably. So anyway, thank you everyone that has joined us. We're going to just give you 2 more minutes to try and help raise the funds to pay for Bobby's stream.
And definitely get more likes in. If we reach 200 yet, we have reached 200. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that. Yeah. Shall I have a look at see if I can work out how to have a look at how many Twitch followers that we've got? We've got 26. Woo! We had 7 before we started. We've got 26 now. That's pretty good. I'm a big fan of that.
More videos on the channel to come. If you haven't yet watched one of our better videos, it is the Roundup show. Highly recommend the Roundup show. Do please have a watch of that. That's everything that's happened to Sheffield United since the end of last season, right up to just before this pre-season game. If you are wondering where Sanderberg is, if you are wondering where John Fleck is, if you want to know about the backroom staff, if you need more information about Regan Slater, it is all on there. If you don't know anything about Theo Williams, you will after this video. Save it to your watch later. Check it out.
Absolutely. So I think we should leave it there. Thank you very much, Hal, as always.
Thank you very much, Nick. Sorry we didn't raise any money for you, Bobby. You actually owe us money now, Bobby. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Bobby, for being here, as always, mate. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. There we go. Yeah, that's Hal, looking like he's been stung in the mouth. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here, especially people on Twitch. It's great to start building a new... God... Here we go. It's time to go, innit? It's definitely time to go. Manscaped.com. There you go. Use the code TSUW for 20% off and free shipping. And we will see you. When will we see him, Hal?
Next time.
Another time in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.